Yeah, I heard.
All right, so what did you think of your call into Brooke Hogan when Ralph was doing
Were
the
you
impression?
dying to hear the answer?
I don't know.
Did you like Ralph's question?
No.
Right, so that's my point. I'm allowing you to call in for anyone you want to. I'll even put you on with Brooke Hogan. But you got to come up with a question.
Do you like Hogan's Heroes?
Are you related to Hogan of Hogan's Heroes?
Look, Eric, I'm going to ask you a question now, all right? F married Brooke Hogan, Kelly Clarkson, John Cena.
Ooh.
Oh. Well, because I'm straight, I guess I had to put Cena in the department.
Okay.
Well, if you really feel that way.
And, I guess Kelly in the F, and then Brooke in the Mary.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh, what a couple.
All right.
I want to marry you.
Oh,
All right.
will you marry me?
I'm on my bended knee. Can't you tell?
Well, very good. And thank you, Eric. And I will put you through any time you want, but please use the airtime in a consistent manner where you ask good questions. I only hung up on you because I felt the audience was being bored.
Eric, you should work up some questions throughout the week and then call in and run them by Howard.
You
first.
know what his question will now be? Brooke, did you hear when I did the F Mary that I married you?
Yeah.
Oh, that would not be my question.
Right.
Oh, come on.
Question you asked.
You bring that up.
You've got 2 weeks to prepare for your Brooke Hogan appearance.
But ask him about how long it took him to airbrush her on the in that FHM,
You
Eric.
think that was airbrush?
Oh, please. Stretch, airbrush, manipulated, whatever they could do to it.
No.
Right, Eric?
Oh, when my roommate and I saw her, she looked pretty hot.
I agree. I saw her here in person. She looked real good. All right, Eric, thank you. Ralph, thank you. I've got to finish up the show now and get to Robin with the news and John Hine and, of course, the great Steve Langford.
Right.
All right, thank you.
Wait, I have another question.
What is your question?
Robin?
You guys probably would not want me asking this.
Robin, what kind of
guys have
gas
any
do you
idea?
put in your car?
Well,
What is your question, Eric?
I wanted to know if you guys could ask when the DVDs of the seasons 1 through 3 are supposed, or 1 through 2 are supposed to come out of Hogan Knows Best.
What was that?
Oh, gee.
You probably won't want me asking it. I wanted to know when seasons 1 and 2 of Hogan Knows Best will be on DVD.
Listen, Eric, you got a lot of work ahead of you. I got to go right now. And I'll speak to you soon. And Ralph, thank you. And thank you, Eric. Okay. All right. Bye for now.
The release date is...
All right, thank you.
Goodbye.
All right, bye for now.
I can't call Tower Records.
That's nice.
How long does it take for paint to dry?
Somebody... Should we let Eric the Midget ask one question before the song?
He has a question of Hulk, maybe.
Yeah, he loves
Got short, I
Hulk.
can't
Do you
see
mind
him.
Hulk talking to Eric?
No, where's Eric the Midget?
Eric.
Good morning.
Hi, Eric.
Hi, Eric.
I'll let you ask one question. If I told you to practice the question and don't screw it up.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
I was just wondering if you had any plans of working with any other producers in the future. You know, if there's any other producers that you would like to work with.
You know what? Well, so far I've been working with Scott Storch and with a guy named Steve Morales, and they did my album that's coming out tomorrow. But I'd love to work with different people, maybe like Pharrell or Timberland. You know, you never know. So.
All right. There you go, Eric. You asked a question, you got an answer. Good job. You practiced.
Thank you, Eric.
Very good. That wasn't bad. That was good.
All right.
He
That's very
sounds
good.
so nice on the phone.
Yeah,
He's a little
Thank you.
Yes, Eric. Yes, Eric.
I was calling back because you kind of caught me off guard the way you started that. You said, let's go to this female caller, and then you said Eric the Midget, and kind of that's why I wasn't thinking straight. Plus, you weren't giving me a word in edgewise.
caller. I mean, I'm doing an interview. It's a fast-paced show. People are, listening to the show, and I give you an opportunity to talk, and you just kind of don't say anything. And I've got to worry about entertaining millions of people. I can't do the show for you, Eric.
Okay, but you want proof that I can actually ask questions.
And then you ask this obscure sort of very inside wrestling question about girls. Even the guy thought it was a ridiculous question. He was kind of like,
I was watching.
Eric, it's show business. Of course it's not real. It's the WWE. It's not real.
Well,
it's a performance.
You were making me out to be. Hello, I'm straight.
We know you're straight, but you're so gay for these wrestlers. I'm playing off on that, trying to desperately fill in the void when you don't say anything.
My eyes were glued to every part of that strip poker segment. I wish I could have been the dealer on the show while that was going on.
Well, everyone knows you're straight.
What strip poker? What is he talking about?
I don't know.
The ECW thing last night.
See, we don't know. Again, you're just impossible. You're a very nice guy, Eric. I like you. Don't get me wrong. But you don't have a really great sense of humor or an understanding of how the show operates. The show is a funny show, fast-paced. You got to joke around. When you ask a question, it's got to kind of be inclusive. You ask very, very obscure questions. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but...
How did you envision it going? What were you going to say to John Cena? What was your follow-up question to were the girls really WWE the other night?
Well, I was going to say that this weekend I'm hoping to get to meet him with his friend Rey Mysterio. Then if I do, I'll give Rey the DVD of my footage on the red carpet of the premiere of the Marine to give to John Cena when he sees him.
Do you really think that's interesting to the audience?
Well, not for the audience, but I was going to let him know that...
Yeah, well, Eric, you got to kind of... In other words, getting on the air on this show, there is a bit of a responsibility. You have to keep it entertaining. You understand that? Do you want?
Yeah.
If you want, I'll have Ralph explain it to you.
No.
Let him explain it to you. Since I don't seem to be getting through, go ahead.
Dude, Eric, listen to me. Do you have, seriously, answer this question. Do you have any sense of humor? And what show do you hear in your head? Because when you listen to this show, you don't seem to get it. You don't want to fly around in balloons. You know it's a joke. What do you hear when you listen to the show?
Exactly what everyone else hears, but my sense of humor does not have a target painted on myself.
Okay.
Yeah,
I laugh at a lot of the other that is on this show, but when it pertains to me, I'm not going to laugh at it.
So what makes you laugh on the show? What do you really get a kick out of?
Some of the other jokes that are, pertain to the other people that have to do with the show.
So you don't think that somebody's getting a kick out of you in the same way you're getting a kick out of somebody else? You can't see that you're just as goofable as everybody else?
I guess, probably.
In other words, you've got to imagine when you call in that you're not going to be treated with some sort of weird respect while everyone else is goofing and having a blast.
I constantly get called a fag. I don't know why. But, also, it's got to be interesting. I mean, the world doesn't want to hear you talking to Cena about whatever the talk about.
Yeah, I don't understand how Eric enjoys this show on any level because he doesn't seem to understand it.
No, he doesn't. I mean...
Okay, I'll ask you this. Besides last Tuesday and today, when else have I been able to talk to Cena about that stuff? No one. No time.
But, Eric, you got to realize you can't call a radio show to have that conversation.
Yeah, Fred. Let Fred explain.
I have one comment to make, and Eric, answer this. You have John Cena on the phone. Why would you talk to him about something that has absolutely nothing to do with John Cena?
Well, I was going to talk to him about it.
Well, that's what you should have come out with.
So we only have
You had a week to decide on a question, and
Eric,
that was it?
I don't, and not only that, I can't spend an hour with you on the phone with John Cena. I mean, you messed up.
You got to start off with your strongest comment or question. You can't start. Who's not going to?
And here you are, a John Cena expert, and you could have a fan, and you could have said to him, John,
What was your most memorable match?
right, something quick.
Do you shave your
Well, okay.
balls?
He kind of answered one of my questions before I even got on the air.
I was kind of counting
Which
on
was
you.
what?
What was your question?
What was your big question? He answered.
Was I was going to ask him, if he had a crush on Kelly Carlson, but he answered that before I got on the air by saying that she was married.
So maybe then you hang up.
But Eric,
Yeah, your question's gone. You move on.
Yeah.
who gives a shit who he has a crush on?
Captain
What
Jenks.
do you know about him? Isn't he like a singer or something, Eric?
Yeah, for example, you could have helped me out. He has a rap song.
Yeah, you could have, thrown out something that Howard didn't bring up, something maybe interesting about him.
It's true, because I forgot to play John Cena's
There
rap
was a
song.
rap song?
Yeah, here it is. This is his rap song. Did you know about that, Eric?
Yeah, he's got a whole CD.
Wow.
And so you
a
called and
winger.
asked about a strip poker game?
Yeah.
Now listen.
Oh, you done did it now. Chaos, you should have put this one in the vault, man. They not ready. They don't know what's coming, man. Oh, we gonna drop this on them right here. Y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready for none of this. Your boy's a bad man. Then we invading the streets, make only clapper rappers stir. They be dropping the heat, shock the world.
Yeah, why don't you bring that up?
Yeah. Hey, Eric, here's what you should have done. You should call the gun.
Wait,
Why aren't you a wigger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are a wigger.
Ralph.
Yes.
Real quick. All right. The reason why I did bring up the thing with the divas was because the two that got fully night were the two that were at the premiere of his movie.
So why did you just say to him, Eric, why didn't you just say to him, hey, did you bang two of the chicks in the WWE named Blow and Blow? See?
Eric, you said that you were going to call last week. You were thinking about this question for a week.
Captain Jenks, what do you want to say?
Hey, good morning, Howard. Eric kind of needs a translator, and from now on, when he calls in, we should never hear his voice on the air. It should always be Will asking the question for him.
Maybe you got to tell your questions to Will, and Will will come in and ask them.
No, I don't.
You don't want to miss Eric.
You know what the funny thing is? When Eric will call in the next time, he'll still have an obscure question.
Of course.
I think the reverse. Eric needs somebody to coach him on what questions to ask.
But we should never hear Eric's voice on the air again. It should all be Will.
An interpreter, like the Koreans have when they go to the UN.
In fact, why don't you try it now to see if it works, Howard?
I don't even know that there's anyone that speaks Eric. Kevin Lofton, you're on the air, who is the brilliant cartoonist who made the cartoon that airs on Howard TV right now. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, Howard, what do you think about the idea of letting Eric write his own episode of Eric the Midget cartoon? See what
Eric,
comes up.
would you like to? Kevin is offering you the opportunity to write your own Eric the Midget episode, and he will animate it.
Anything you want, Eric.
I could possibly think of something.
I don't know, Eric, after that question this morning.
I would, for one, love to see that and see Eric come up with a script and then see it on Howard TV.
I don't expect it to be funny.
I just want to hear him pitching it to.
Yeah. That would be great. All right, so Kevin, when Eric is ready, he'll pitch it to you on the air, his idea.
Yeah, whenever he's ready, man.
Why didn't you make a cartoon of Eric to John Cena?
Yeah.
Hey, well, I could make a cartoon where he bangs all those American Idol chicks. Hey,
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, Kevin,
See, you guys are coming up with the idea.
how about John Cena for Eric?
Yeah, after he bangs Kelly Clarkson.
Give me a dirty Sanchez.
Hey, Eric, how about if you build like your own John Cena-like bodysuit, and it's just your head coming out of it? And you're going around, these chicks like John Cena.
How about John Cena eats Eric and then...
So this is the little intestine. Finally, I get to be part of John Cena.
Hey, Eric.
How about if John Cena uses Eric like a gerbil? Like he walks in the room and he's a fat chick, and all of a sudden John Cena just grabs Eric the Midget out of his chair and shoves him up his...
Yeah, you could play a Benoit ball.
Oh, man, is somebody writing all these down?
Hey, man, these are gems. These are $1 million ideas.
Eric?
You could play one of the beads in a row of beads.
I bet you I could get John Cena to play himself.
Oh, man.
Hey, there was no gerbil.
You want to be Eric?
I've never been in a superstar's house before.
Eric, what do you think of that?
I don't like any of those ideas.
Eric the human...
Hey, whatever you come up with, Eric, I'll do it, man.
Hey, Kevin, I don't know if you know this, but I want to give you a little statistic.
Yeah.
And Howard TV is very, very highly viewed. There's many viewers, but Eric the Midget's cartoon is the most watched episode on Howard TV, outstripping The Girls,
Sal and Richard.
Sibian, Sal and Richard, any of that stuff.
And Doug has it buried. People have to hunt for it.
Yeah, you don't even know what it's called.
It literally is the big. It's in the JD episode, so it's in there, and it is the most viewed.
Hey, from my point of view, I think this is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm ready to do tons of these things.
You're a hit, Eric.
Eric, did you hear that?
Yeah.
I want it,
Eric.
Kevin, I need an episode where John Cena walks in the room and uses Eric as a gerbil. Shoves himself up his ass.
Oh.
You got to do it.
My vibrating wheelchair.
Yeah, man, let's do any of this stuff, man. I'm ready.
I'm in John Cena's...
Eric the gerbil.
Eric the gerbil.
And then they have to go to the ER to get him out.
Yeah, they have to pull Eric out of John Cena's. And then he pulls Eric out of his own, rubs Eric, who's fully now on some girl's nose, and gives him a dirty Sanchez.
He gets Eric out, but the wheelchair gets...
Yeah, then Eric's like,
We could call it a midget Sanchez.
And John Cena's like, I just gave a midget Sanchez.
Eric Sanchez.
Eric, what do you think? Is that great?
No.
No.
Come on,
we just
Eric.
told you got to get into the spirit of the show.
Hey, Eric, if that was somebody else, would you think it was great? If that was like Richard Christie, would you think it was great?
Or High Pitch or anybody?
Yes.
I don't know. Depends. I don't know.
That's a yes, you little moron.
Oh, don't be nasty.
I love him. Are you kidding?
I know, Ralph loves Eric.
Hey, Eric, what happened? You interviewed John Cena at the premiere, and you got video of it. Did you give that to anybody yet?
No, the video I just finishing working on. I sent an audio file to Will, Richard, and Jason.
You sent the audio?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to get that.
Where is that?
Where is that?
Hey, Will and Jason, what's wrong with you guys? Where is Eric the Midget interviewing John Cena? That's an immediate.
By the way, in those interviews,
none of us know where that is. Who'd you send it to?
Even with all the background noise, not a single one of them ever had to have me repeat a question. They all completely understood me.
Wow.
We never.
Like you morons.
We never got it.
I gotta hear that.
We never got a tape.
Who'd you send it to, Eric?
I sent it to Will, Jason, and Richard as an MP3 file.
Nobody got it, Gary? On an MP3?
And you know what's funny, too? The WWE guy was here, the publicist, and he said that on the red carpet, they asked him like 50 times, are you sure you have batteries in that thing? You sure you know how it's working? Yes, no problem. So finally, one of the Fox people walked over because they could see that the light wasn't on, and they were like the batteries weren't working. But he was insistent that it was working.
Eric, you don't even know how to work your tape recorder.
Oh, I got it working. We just forgot.
No, they got it working. If they didn't come up to you, you'd have nothing.
You know what I think would be cool for a cartoon thing? And tell me if this works for you, Kevin.
Okay.
So Eric gets a job at Dateline to surprise, and he's like a 12-year-old boy because he's so tiny in stature.
With his voice, though, right?
Yeah, with his voice. And then the come in, and they see Eric, and they try to go for him.
Can I have a hug?
I think the guy doesn't get out quick enough.
Yeah, I think
Eric gets taken.
they throw him out of the chair and bang him right.
I think he runs out and never is with a little boy again.
But how do we work in John Cena putting Eric up?
Well, John Cena.
John Cena's the...
The host doesn't get out there quick enough, and John just pulls him out of the chair and sticks him up.
And then he still gets a nasty Sanchez, I hope, with using Eric's all over Eric.
I like what Gary says. He pulls him out of the chair. The chair doesn't go in him, too.
Right.
Right. Oh, yeah. No, that wouldn't be realistic if a chair was in him.
Yeah.
I demand realism.
Well, that chair I gave Eric has all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, it's got gun Tourette's, it can do anything.
I think Eric should go in body first so his little head is just...
Eric, have you watched that cartoon?
Yeah.
Yes, and I can't stand it.
Hey, Eric, you know what happens? I'm realizing you choke. Like, you get on the phone and you choke, and you're supposed to interview. You don't have batteries. It's a choke, man. You're like the Yankees, man.
Whatever.
All right. Well, anyway, Eric, I do love you, and I really want you to realize when you call in to a John Cena, you got to sort of be prepared and have a question that's interesting and entertaining and get to it quickly, okay? That's all I'm saying. All right, next time. Better luck next time.
I was wondering two things.
Uh-oh. Hey, Howard, I got a split. But
All right, Kevin, later.
Hey, Eric, you're the man, okay?
All right. What, Eric?
I wanted to ask if Kevin Lofton was related to Kenny Lofton.
Well, too late. I just hung up on
Another interesting question.
Another one of those great questions.
Did you hear nothing we've been saying to you the last half hour?
Well,
Eric, I got to go.
the question is, when is Brooke Hogan due to come in?
I melt when I hear his voice.
Brooke Hogan is due in.
Okay.
When is she due in, Gare? Do we know? She is coming in.
Eric, you should start working on questions now.
I have.
So, hold on. It's coming up in like 2 weeks.
All right, let me prepare you. What are your questions?
I have one because a couple months ago I met her and the VH1 cameras were there, and I was just wondering when that one was going to air.
Oh, gee.
No. What is your question? Pretend Brooke Hogan is here, all right? All right, I'm going to put her on with you. And here's your chance.
Hello?
Hi, this is Brooke Hogan. Hi, is this Eric?
Yeah.
Did you see me in FHM?
Yeah.
Did you like my body and my breasts?
Well, I don't really want your father. But
No, he won't. He likes you. Midgets creep me out, but my father likes them.
Hey, Brooke, why are you interviewing Eric?
All right, go ahead, Eric. What's your question?
I just wanted to know when the Hogan Knows Best is going to have you guys at the Hard Rock in Sacramento.
He didn't listen even when you told him that was a bad question.
I don't want to say anything because I'm basically a nice person, but you're a boring. Why don't you look up TV Guide, you?
Let me stick you up John Cena.
I'd like to see a cartoon with you up John Cena.
That's a bad question, Eric.
Eric, this is Howard. I'm here with Brooke Hogan over at the hotel. And you got to do better. You got to ask a better question. I'm going to give you a second chance, okay?
Hey, Eric, is there anything about her that interests you that you would like to know? Interesting about her life, maybe life, or...
All right, let him try again.
Go.
Hello? Brooke Hogan on the Howard Stern Show. Who's this?
It's Eric.
Hi, Eric. What can I do for you?
I know I'll come up with something between now and then.
Oh, jeez.
Did your father go to wrestling school? All right, okay, so call me back when I'm on in like 2 weeks.
When
Okay.
is the episode of the...
With more time, I'm sure he'll come up with something more obscure.
Hey, Ralph, maybe if I'll be Brooke Hogan, Ralph, and you do an Eric impression so he can hear what he sounds like.
We need like a Cyrano.
All right.
Hi, this is Brooke Hogan. Hi, Eric.
Hello.
That's too real.
Do you have a question?
The show. When you're filming, what kind of camera do you use?
Even an impression of him's bad at asking.
Film.
How is Hogan spelled?
Eric, do you see what it sounds like when Ralph does it?
You get the pictures I sent?
Eric.
Yeah, I heard.
All right, so what did you think of your call into Brooke Hogan when Ralph was doing
Were
the
you
impression?
dying to hear the answer?
I don't know.
Did you like Ralph's question?
No.
All right, so that's my point. I'm allowing you to call in for anyone you want to. I'll even put you on with Brooke Hogan. But you got to come up with a question.
Do you like Hogan's Heroes?
Are you related to Hogan of Hogan's Heroes?
Look, Eric, I'm going to ask you a question now, all right?
Okay.
F married Brooke Hogan, Kelly Clarkson, John Cena.
Oh.
Well, because I'm straight, I guess I had to put Cena in the department.
Okay.
Well, if you really feel that way.
And I guess Kelly in the F, and then Brooke in the Mary.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh, what a couple.
All right.
I want to marry you.
All right.
Will you marry me?
I'm on my bended knee. Can't you tell?
Well, very good. And thank you, Eric. And I will put you through any time you want, but please use the airtime in a consistent manner where you ask good questions. I only hung up on you because I felt the audience was being bored.
Eric, you should work up some questions throughout the week and then call in and run them by Howard.
You know what his question will now be? Brooke, did you hear when I did the F married that I married you?
Yeah.
Oh, that would not be my question.
Right.
Oh, come on.
Question you asked.
You bring that up.
You've got 2 weeks to prepare for your Brooke Hogan appearance.
But ask him about how long it took him to airbrush her on the in that FHM, Eric.
You think that was airbrushed?
Oh, please. Stretched, airbrush, manipulated, whatever they could do to it.
Well.
Right, Eric?
Oh, when my roommate and I saw her, she looked pretty hot.
I agree. I saw her here in person. She looked real good. All right, Eric, thank you. Ralph, thank you. I've got to finish up the show now and get to Robin with the news and John Hine and, of course, the great Steve Langford.
Right.
Thank you.
Wait, I have another question.
What is your question?
Robin.
You guys probably would not want me asking this.
Robin, what kind of gas do you put in your car?
Well,
What is your question, Eric?
I wanted to know if you guys could ask when the DVDs of the seasons 1 through 3 are supposed, or 1 through 2 are supposed to come out of Hogan Knows Best.
What was that?
Oh, geez.
You probably won't want me asking it. I wanted to know when seasons 1 and 2 of Hogan Knows Best will be on DVD.
Listen, Eric, you got a lot of work ahead of you. I got to go right now. And I'll speak to you soon. And Ralph, thank you. And thank you, Eric. Okay. All right. Bye for now.
The release date is...
All right, thank you.
Bye.
All right, bye for now.
I can't call Tower Records.
That's nice.
How long does it take for paint to dry?
Somebody just sent me... Yes, Eric.
Good morning.
Is this Eric?
Eric the Midget. And then I got a break because it's an hour and a half. I haven't taken a break.
Well, I was listening to this whole thing. Why didn't Artie and Sal and Richard do a standoff?
I don't think Artie really wants to prove anything.
Stand up.
It's not about who's funnier. That's not the point.
Come on, you say Richards.
I didn't say
You said he was green, that he
Exactly.
needs time on stage.
he's better than I was for doing it that long, that's for sure.
All right, there you go. That's a nice compliment.
That actually is the truth.
I've heard what Artie says to
I don't even
Richard.
know what that means.
He said at this point in Artie's development, he wasn't as good as Richards.
Exactly.
What he said.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a compliment. What do you want, Eric?
Well, I just wanted to say, say something about the weekend box office. Unfortunately, the movie The Marine didn't make it into the top 3.
No, the Marine starring that wrestler guy.
John Cena.
John Cena.
The wrestler guy, he'll now be known forever with us.
John Cena.
John Cena.
Yeah. How much money did it make, Eric?
$2.
I didn't get, they never reported on the news. I think the last movie they reported was Man of the Year, maybe
Right.
number 4, I think.
The number 1 movie was this sequel to it was Sarah Michelle Gellar.
The Grudge.
Which was what, Eric?
The Grudge 2.
No, let him say it.
Oh. You say it, Eric.
The Grudge 2.
Movies are like just money makers.
What was the second one?
Second movie, I can't remember what.
It's The Departed.
The Departed, yeah, from last week.
Yeah, that's right.
What, Eric?
The Departed.
I want to re-release Beer League.
Put some monsters in it.
Mike Myers, man.
Just say boo in your movie.
This, I think, is part of Eric's plan to a movie reviewer.
I know what the Marine made.
How much?
And it was number 6 this week.
God.
It made $7 million.
And that was a film that was produced by Vince McMahon.
Come on, Stern fans, please go see the movie.
Are you rallying the troops?
What is it, Eric? I mean, like, you want
Why
the
do
movie...
you care if this movie makes money?
Yeah, how's it going to affect your life?
Because I'm in love with John Cena.
No, I'm not.
Cena.
I want to lick his taint and balls.
The WWE is just a really good company, and I'd like to see them have success in the movie business as well as the wrestling business.
It got 0 stars from the critics.
Hey, Eric, did you like the movie?
Yeah, it's a real good movie.
What's so good about it?
You know, I like action movies, and it's a real good action movie.
I was able to masturbate to John Cena.
John Cena is
empty.
shirtless. Is he shirtless?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, baby.
Can you see his body good, Eric, in it?
I didn't pay attention.
So you don't know if he had a shirt on or not?
I was staring at his package.
Pretty sure he did for the whole movie.
93 minutes of the hottest man I've ever seen.
Do you like to see him as a Marine or wrestling around with another guy more?
I fantasize that I'm Triple H and he has me pinned.
Was he wrestling with other Marines?
I fantasize that I'm a nurse and he pins me down.
John Cena is the perfect man.
Would you like him to pile driver you?
All right, thanks, guys. I got to go take a break.
Specimen.
All right, Eric, thank you for the movie review.
Okay, bye for now.
I want to talk box office.
Don't you want to be the movie reviewer, Eric?
Yeah.
What would that sound like, Ralph, if...
I saw the Arden.
the Arden?
With Nicholson. He wore his shirt most of the movie. I didn't get to see his package.
See, Ralph, wouldn't that be fun to do out of your apartment as well?
Thank you, guys. All right, Eric, thank you, and thank you, Ralph. And remember Eric's message that everyone should go see the movie with John Cena, the Marine. So getting back to so Eric the Midget is again. Here's Eric the Midget.
Well, this message is for your big-nosed, retarded boss. Listen up, you. Johnny and I tried to call you Thursday, yesterday, and today. All 3 days you left us on hold for hours on end. You ignorant, retarded. Stop doing that. Johnny wanted to promote his pasta sauce, and I wanted to actually do something called agreeing to the balloon stunt. But you could... Yes. No. You've been leaving me on hold for that long.
I love
This is my little white, you big nose. Bye.
Bye for now. I love when he gets...
Oh, I love it. The way he starts off is just brilliant.
I love when Eric the Midget's... But I saw those guys on... Johnny's on the phone with Eric. It's a whole... Yesterday we had a huge show, busy show, and it's like, I can't get to it.
So hang up. You don't have to stay on hold.
I have a show-related question, if I may.
Go ahead.
Why hasn't Eric the Midget got in balloons and flown around yet?
Well, I think we're close to it. Eric, well, wait, let me ask him. He's on the phone.
Eric has called in every day this week.
Oh, my God, I'm so excited.
Are you a big Eric the Midget fan?
I'm a very big Eric the Midget fan. I'm very upset for him about the Katie Couric debacle.
What do you mean?
That she took his sign off.
That was...
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, goodbye for now. That's right. Eric.
Good morning.
Evidently, your two biggest fans are here. Sarah Silverman, the comedian. Are you a fan of hers?
Yeah.
Now.
and Jimmy Kimmel from Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Howard?
Yes.
You know, Katie Couric did not do Good Night for Now last night.
I know, she
dropped
changes it every night.
No, she's trying out different things.
She changed it to, this is a sticky situation.
What, Eric, answer Jimmy's question. Jimmy wants to see you fly with balloons. Sarah wants to see you fly with balloons. Why are you not flying with balloons?
Why are you not flying?
Jimmy, I'll tell you the snag. Eric wants me to sign a document drawn up by his lawyer.
He has a lawyer.
That would hold me responsible for anything that happens to him during balloon flying.
Right.
And I said to him, look, yes, guys don't make people sign things. Steve-O doesn't come in here and make me sign a document before he has darts put. I don't want to sign anything.
I think you should sign it.
What more could happen to him that God hasn't already done already?
Yeah, but that's the point. He'll say, oh, my neck hurts. And then he'll go in front of a jury, and I'll be responsible. And you know he's not even for real.
Yeah, we've seen that song and dance, Eric.
I mean, I can't risk that. Eric's going to die at any moment, probably anyway.
Can't blame us for that.
No, I'm not.
What do you mean, no, you're not? Please. You're very fragile,
You
my
told
friend.
us you'd already lived past your life expectancy.
Yeah, my luck, you'll come on here, fly by balloons, and have a little heart attack.
Right. Yeah, it's all gravy now.
Right.
I don't believe that Eric is cowardly enough to have a lawyer draw up a document. I bet that's some lawyer getting involved and saying, "Hey, Eric, look at this. We should do this. We could cover you. Who knows? Maybe we'll make some money out of this deal." That can't be Eric's idea.
You know, Howard's putting words in my mouth.
Right.
There's not even a lawyer involved.
Right.
So I don't never even talk to a lawyer.
But you wanted us to sign a document.
I assume that you are a litigious little midget because you immediately brought up the law, that I'm signing a document. I assumed you had a lawyer when you asked me to sign a document.
You wrote this up yourself?
No,
A clown drew it up for him.
Well, if you wrote it yourself, you'll sign it.
If it's in crayon, he'll sign
You're
it.
what we call a litigious.
Litigious.
You're a litigious, midget.
Eric? So answer Jimmy's question. What is the real hang-up here?
Why aren't you flying?
Well, last night I reached the decision to do it until some line said that he had my home address and was going to post it on SFN. So that idiot with the name, the president of Howard Stern Chat, that blew it for everybody.
What's that got to do with us?
It'll make me suffer.
I don't want this threatening me, holding my home address over my head.
Well, there you go. First of all, everything's over your head, Eric. Secondly, I think the important thing is you can't let this guy threaten you. If he's saying you better not get in those balloons or else I'm going to post your address, you got to tell him, screw you, I'm flying with balloons.
Boy, Jimmy is good.
Yeah, we should have called you when we first started this thing.
Yeah.
I have been looking forward to this since the first time it was mentioned. It is one of my dreams to see a man fly around on balloons. And
Especially Eric.
And Howard said it is going to happen, and I realize I've been waiting and waiting.
Oh, it's going to happen. I see him splayed out like Superman, flying through the studio.
No, you know what? No one is seeing me out of my wheelchair. No one.
Let me ask you something.
Fly a wheelchair?
That's the other thing. I'm not flying your wheelchair. I'm flying you.
That's dangerous.
First of all, to be in a wheelchair and fly is not flying. That's like being in an airplane. I'm talking about you, like Superman, splayed out, straight forward, with your arms in front of you, flying through the studio.
And your legs wherever they can be.
Right, and your legs out behind you. That's flying. Flying is in a wheelchair.
It's not like they're going to put you in some crazy embarrassing costume. Like, you'll wear like a 3-piece suit.
Right.
Yeah.
So that you look lawyerly.
Like you're a flying lawyer.
We'll take it to Brooks Brothers.
But that's an absolute. No wheelchair, right, Jimmy?
No, well, I don't see how physically you fly a wheelchair. It's too heavy.
That's ridiculous.
Right.
You don't need a wheelchair in the air. It's just the same. You don't need a wheelchair in a pool, do you, Eric?
Yeah.
No.
No, you're free.
No.
But I just do not want any wanted to see me out of the wheelchair.
Well, then we have another roadblock in our journey to flying.
I could even create a costume, like out of a blanket, so that no one will really see you. Like your head will be, it'll almost look like your head is just floating.
Cover you.
Your harness is going to cover your body.
A sack.
Yeah, sack.
I'll put you in a sack.
What about if instead of the wheelchair, it's in a crib?
In a baby crib.
Yeah, like a stroller.
Would you
like
go?
that little bed that you see, sometimes with the balloons strung to it like a mattress, a flying mattress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a hot air balloon.
What do you think of that? A baby crib.
Alibaba. Ali Baby.
You could be like the midget of Oz.
You got to really think this through.
You got to be splayed out, though. You can't be in a wheelchair.
Are you going to watch? Are you going to watch Jimmy's special tonight?
I'll try.
No.
I'm dedicating it to you and the balloons.
What if Sarah Silverman flies with you?
I would do that.
You would, right? I know you would. And what if I flew you like in a room full of balloons, so that when if you even did fall, you just fall on a balloon?
You land on a balloon.
It'd be like one of those bouncing houses.
I don't know, Eric. To me, this sounds like a dream come true. I don't know what's so unpleasant about floating around with balloons.
I just feel kind of vulnerable out of the wheelchair.
No. That's silly.
That's your biggest problem. That's your biggest handicap in life, Eric, is your inability to be vulnerable.
Yeah, now you're just being a...
Yeah, I mean, that's the exciting part. If there was nothing to it, who would do it?
I know a lot of people in wheelchairs that would, I think they dream of the opportunity to fly around with balloons attached to them.
Yeah, just for example, Jimmy, name one.
My friend Alan.
Right.
He wants to fly with balloons?
I haven't specifically asked him, but I would think that, since he can't walk, that maybe flying around with balloons would be something he'd dream about.
And you know what? I would never call you Eric the Midget again. I'd call you Eric Knievel.
Ooh.
Eric and Evil.
Eric and Evil.
I like that.
Thank you. So think about that, Eric, okay? Digest that.
Two things before you let me go. One is a plug for a guy's website that's paying me, superfanonline.com.
Those could be on the balloons, that website.
Right, that could really generate
You
some
could
cash.
make so much money from putting ads on the balloons.
Right. And what else?
Also, if Mutt is listening, he has me as a VIP status. If my address pops up on there, this message is to Mutt, automatically get rid of that.
All right, fair enough, Eric the Midget.
Whatever.
Thank you.
Why don't we just have Mutt change things to say that if Eric doesn't fly in balloons, he's going to post his address?
That's right.
Well, it's not Mutt who's doing it. Some other guy on there.
Thank you, Eric, and please consider the offer. Thank you.
Well, last night I was all set, ready to do it. Even I was going to...
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Don't tease me.
Get your mind right. Get your mind right.
Ask Tony Frodo. He has...
I'm going to fly you, and Sarah Silverman's going to probably breastfeed you while you fly. What do you think of that?
I'll do it if you'll fly.
All right.
I called Tony Frodo, left him a message saying I would do it.
Go think about it, Eric.
Yeah, but you can't even... We will... By the time we would get you here, you're changing your mind every minute.
See the
Make up your mind.
See the negotiation I have to go through? I've hung up on him.
He's a real...
Yeah.
He sure is.
I just hope he does the right thing, that's all.
Let's go to Eric the Midget. Eric, you're on the air.
Good morning.
Good morning, Eric.
I've been trying to get on the air for weeks.
I know it's hard. We have a lot of phone
then you
callers.
must have something very important to say.
I was going to say, well, how come you should call in?
Well, I've been calling in and I've been left on hold every day.
So what have you been waiting to say all this time?
Well, just that I will agree to do the balloon stunt.
What?
Nobody cares now. See you later.
I agree to do the balloon stunt.
Really? You want to be floating on with balloons?
Yes, in your studio on January 9th, 2007.
No stipulations.
Just that I would just like to go to the Billboard Awards this Monday night and also be on the TV show Heroes.
Oh, forget about it.
All right, I'll pick up the phone in another 3 weeks. Goodbye. His show, Heroes. That is a good show.
Like, Billboard Awards. Okay, we can get him in there.
Right.
And I would to be on the show Heroes?
I just hung up on him.
How about the show Homos?
You want to float with balloons? What do you need to do? What do I need to do?
I need $1 million in unmarked bills.
In a suitcase left under a bridge.
Get off
That
my
was
phone.
funny. And on the TV show Heroes.
Yeah. Anything else?
Some dudes out here, Mr. Yeager, whatever his name is.
His name's Dale.
Dale Yeager. He's a criminal analyst, and I think this jerk-off knows him, so that doesn't mean anything to me, but we're going to bring him in.
I think I've met him. Are you the guy who's calling a jerk? I would never call you.
I think I've met him before through my criminal dealings.
Oh, your criminal dealings, Mr. CSI.
Oh, God, right. I'm going to
America's Most Not Wanted.
Ronnie, either way, he's going to be analyzing some members of the staff.
Yeah, good. Let him analyze me, because I'm off my fucking rocker.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
You're
right.
an easy case
Yeah,
study.
you think I know? Dude, you don't think I know I'm going to be analyzing this fucking deal? Think I'm stupid?
Dale?
Hi, how are you?
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm alive, so it's good. It's hot.
You're here to do some analysis.
Profiling, yes.
Profiling.
Hi, Lisa.
Were you asked to come here? How did this all come about?
Wolfie had talked to Gary and Will about it, so they had asked me to come in and profile some of the staff. I guess they're going to do a game out of it. I'm going to talk about the Colorado shooting, some things people don't know, and I'm going to talk about forensic psychology.
Are you familiar with the Stern Show staff? Is there any? Are there any?
Been listening since '85. So.
Okay, so are there any inclinations that you're having about who might be criminal or have criminal tendencies?
No, they're all fired now.
All right, man.
Casey's gone and Artie's gone, so it's not an issue anymore. Well, thank you very much.
Have fun today.
All right, take care.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, so the way we presented this segment to this guy is he wrote down profiles of, I think it's like 6 people. And then the idea was he was just going to read them, and then you guys were going to guess as to who he was referring to.
Okay. Is there anything about him that's particularly interesting?
He said one thing that's great is he said that Ronnie really annoys him and that he's not qualified to be your security guy. He doesn't know who could have trained him. He was just really serious about it.
If he's doing his descriptions and we're trying to guess, should I hold off on the Ronnie discussion until or can I talk to him up front about that?
You may want to wait.
Right.
Hey, let me bring in this FBI dude. I think he's an FBI guy. He was a former FBI guy. Maybe not.
Well, make up your mind.
I don't know.
Does this guy have credentials or not?
He's a criminal behaviorist.
All right, what does that mean?
And he's a big deal. Hey,
Who
my
does he
man,
work for?
this is Dale Yeager, everybody. Did you write a book or something?
Yes.
Good for you.
Did anybody read it?
I just went on Kindle, Amazon.
All right.
Okay, good for you.
It's
Dale
on Bullet.
Yeager's book, 3 Myths About Bullying, What Every Parent and Grandparent Should Know to Protect Their Children and Grandchildren, is available now at Amazon.com. And Dale even has a website. It's called seraph.net. SERAPH.net. Seraph. What's Seraph?
It's Hebrew.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the root word for seraphim, the highest order of angels.
Oh, shit. All right, good
What
for
are
you.
we up to there? What kind of name is that?
It looks good on a T-shirt, Robin. Hi, how are you?
I'm okay.
Dale, tell me about your life here. Were you an FBI profiler?
No, I did not work
I
for
don't know
the
where I
FBI.
got the word FBI from. But you're what is a profiler?
Well, I'm a criminal behavior analyst, and profiling is one thing that I do.
Now, who would you do this for?
Well, I teach for the Justice Department. So I teach here in New York for the DEA, for the feds, down in Puerto Rico, New Jersey, all over the United States, Wisconsin. I train law enforcement in advanced interrogation.
I see. Do you ever waterboard anybody?
No, you don't have to do that. You want to make them your friend.
Ah, that's the key.
So you're good
That's the
cop.
key. Oh, well, no, there is no good cop, bad cop.
Like, in other words, if I committed a crime and you think I did it,
you'll talk to me
because you're a good guy and you're like, hey, you'll be my friend.
And I'll manipulate your unconscious mind.
Wow.
I'll get in there. I'll walk around.
Is it almost like a hypnotist in a way?
No.
No. You just know the questions to ask?
Well, I don't do pop psychology. Carl Rogers, Maslow, you're okay, I'm okay. I'm a Freudian. So just like your psychiatrist.
Right.
It's really psychotherapy when you do analysis on someone.
Are you manipulating me right now?
Absolutely not.
No, thank you.
You're too good at it.
Please do.
Did you like Law and Order Criminal Intent?
Oh, don't start. Please don't get me started. Those shows, please stop watching those shows.
What is wrong with those shows?
They're inaccurate. Nothing happens in 48 minutes.
Right. All right, but you understand it's a TV show.
I understand that. I got that.
Have it going on forever.
And so
Silence of the Lambs was a very good film.
How do you learn your craft? How did you learn this?
I went to the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center in Glencoe, so I trained there for several years, and then I had training in D.C. through the Justice Department.
And forgive me, but I don't understand what it is you do. In other words, let's say I hire you. What do I need you to do?
Well, a team of detectives are going to interrogate someone. I write the interrogation questions.
All right, so in other words, John Benet Ramsey was just killed, let's say. Okay, let's go back in time.
You're going to go back there, huh?
It's a case everybody understands.
I worked on the original case.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
Were you called
in the 90s?
Were you called in to try to question the parents?
I wrote an analysis of the ransom note for religious themes for the DA, and then they asked me about a year later to write a psych profile on Patsy.
Which is the mom.
Which she did not like. I ended up in her book that her and her husband wrote.
Did you interview her?
No, you can't talk to people when you profile them.
Because they lawyer up, though, sometimes, and you can't talk to them.
With Patsy, my job was to write questions that would make her angry, because people will blurt things out when they're angry.
Right.
Because when you saw her on TV, she was heavily medicated.
Right. So who used your questions when they...
the detectives team.
And what was one of the questions you wrote to make her angry?
I talked about Jesus and, guilt and sin, because she was a very religious person.
So you figured that might get to her?
Well, it did. She threw a chair, so...
I see.
What does that tell you?
What was the question? Do you know specifically which one she threw a chair at?
I forget which one they were at. I think it was the third question in.
Right.
And she got very angry, stood up, and
It was about Jesus.
About Jesus and forgiveness, and do you believe that when you commit a sin that God will forgive you? And she was like, where are you going with this? Because she was being interviewed. She couldn't be interrogated because she wasn't arrested.
So the mom and dad were cleared of all wrongdoing?
No, they weren't.
They were not?
No, they weren't.
You still think they had something to do with it?
Here's what I'm going to say, and I'm going to be very candid today, but it's an open murder investigation, so please understand, Howard, there's some things I can't talk about. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, the evidence is very clear that Patsy killed her daughter.
That's your opinion.
That's my opinion.
But the law
having
has never,
worked on...
let's be fair to her memory. Isn't she dead now?
Yeah, she's
dead. Yeah.
Yeah, but you came to that conclusion based on what? The evidence you looked at?
The evidence, yeah. I worked on the case. Everybody else is giving opinions about this case. They never saw the case file.
What was the thing that made you believe that she had done it?
I can't talk about the evidence.
I see.
Sorry.
But that's your belief. Did you write about that in your book?
No. I've turned down a book offer about that. I didn't want to deal with it anymore. It was the only case I ever worked on that was never adjudicated, never went to trial.
Didn't they find some guy who confessed to it?
No. We had already interviewed him back in the 90s. The DA that brought that up and went to find him, she took all of our research and put it in a storage locker and said that we were all biased.
There was no guy from Thailand?
No.
Yeah. There was a guy.
He was cleared back in the 90s.
He was cleared.
Taken the time to read the information.
I see. So it's still considered an open
It is
case
an open
that was
murder
never solved.
investigation in Colorado, yeah.
Wow. And since then, the woman has died. Was that frustrating to you because of your beliefs? Yeah.
Because this little girl deserved justice. And my son was the same age as John Benet at the time of the murder.
Right. So you took it to heart.
So as a parent, it really bothered me.
So you really know your
Can you tell
stuff.
us what you think the reason for... Was it like an anger thing?
Jealousy?
An accidental...
No, it wasn't jealousy. It was she felt that she was losing her daughter, control of her daughter. And that's all I can say. It had nothing to do with jealousy.
That's your opinion.
That's my opinion, yes.
Right.
And the opinion of the original team that worked on it. Steve Thomas wrote a book, if you want to read a great book about that case.
And you felt that was an accurate book?
Absolutely. He was the chief detective. I mean, I worked for him.
So you really know your stuff. You've been a criminal behavior analyst since 1988. You work in criminal psychology, forensic psychology, sex crimes, crime scene forensics, and domestic terrorism analysis.
Yes.
So, I mean, you know your stuff.
Yes.
Are you a top expert?
For the Justice Department, I'm a subject matter expert, yes, for the Hyde and the McLaughlin programs.
It's impressive. You've also been on the Oprah show. Why were you on that show?
Talking about date rape.
I see.
She didn't like what I had to say.
What did you say?
I said that people make excuses for people, and that most people don't need a hug. They need a good swift kick in the behind and told to get their act together.
Referring to what?
Coddling. People being coddled. And we got away from the date rape thing and started talking about pop psychology.
Oh, you're talking about raising people?
Yeah, how parents raise children. They're codependent with them. Like Wolfie's interviews. They always drive me crazy.
They do?
Yeah, like they drive you crazy.
Does our show drive you crazy?
I've been listening since 85.
All right, so
I grew up with you people.
So this is what Wolfie actually...
Oh, well, then I just dispute everything you just said.
Wolfie, any guy who listens to us can't know what he's talking about. In fact, because you're so highly credentialed, I became interested in you because Wolfie suggested you come on the show because you have profiled some of the people on our show. Is that correct?
Yeah, about a year ago. Just keep up my chops. I only work as a consultant on about 6 or 7 criminal cases a year.
Right.
So to keep my, you got to use it or you lose it. So I did it just for fun about a year ago.
Would it be a fun game right now if you were to describe a analysis of a person and we try to guess who that person is?
Yes.
Would that work?
Some people are going to be very unhappy. I have 6 profiles in my pocket.
Robin, would you like to play with us?
I would love that.
I would love it too. I like this game. All right, here he is, Dale Yeager. His book, 3 Myths About Bullying, What Every Parent and Grandparent Should Know. You can check out Dale's website at seraph.net, seraph.net. He is a expert profiler. He has trained the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center from 2005 to 2008. He has multiple Justice Department clearances. He is one of the only 60 forensic profilers in North America. And, more impressively, he's been on Oprah, which means, which is everyone. So, I assume these profiles are highly accurate.
Oh, they're very accurate. People aren't going to like them, but they're accurate.
All right, describe person number 1, and we'll see if we can guess. Fred, are you in playing on this one? Yeah.
A conflicted person, unable to transition from a previously successful career to a modestly successful position now. A chameleon-like personality who adjusts behavior depending on the people they are currently spending time with. Continued attempts at resurrecting the perceived success of the previous career. Insecure about physical image. Vacillates between fashion that covers up and fashion that enhances gender.
That is Sal Governale.
Well, he didn't have a successful career before.
Well, I think that this guy's confused.
Let me think. Is that Sal, you think?
Well, that's my opinion.
I mean, it's a terrible profile, right, Fred? Who had a lot of success?
I have a guess, but is it? I'll just ask one quick. Can I ask one question?
Don't peek, Fred.
No, I'm not peeking. I can't even see. I can't even see.
Okay.
Is this someone who used to work with the show?
No, they're currently here.
Currently here.
They're outside.
Holy shit.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it's Sal.
Is Robin right?
Incorrect.
Oh,
Incorrect.
You're kidding.
All right, Robin, your guess is no good.
right.
I actually didn't profile Sal.
Oh,
Wow.
interesting.
Well, that's
Who
the
wants
one
to
we
do
need.
that? That's frightening.
Wait. Currently here.
Currently here.
Transitioning from a successful career to a less
You had a successful career, Robin.
And this is
you were you were in the military. You were an Air Force captain.
I've had 50 careers.
I'm going to take a really shitty guess. If it's someone who's currently on staff, is it John Lieberman?
No.
Jesus.
Who the hell could profile him? Who the hell had a successful career? Everyone here is such a loser.
When you find out, it'll make sense.
Really?
I never had a successful career except for this.
The key is the last.
Can I hear the last sentence again?
Insecure about physical image, vacillates between fashion that covers up and fashion that enhances gender.
Enhances gender.
I don't have a clue. Who is it?
Lisa G.
Lisa G.
Whoa.
You know, Jim McClure, who's sitting here with
interesting.
me, figured it out.
He said Lisa G.
Yeah.
I'll read that again about her.
A conflicted person unable to transition from a previously successful career to a modestly successful position now. A chameleon-like personality who adjusts behavior depending on the people they are currently spending time with. Continued attempts at resurrecting the perceived success of the previous career.
Right, she's always trying to tell you how...
Well, the sweet and greet.
Right. Wow. You think she's a 30D? I guess you're not an
That's not for me to talk about.
All right. Who's the second person?
All right, ready?
I wonder, but Lisa, are you happy with that or unhappy with it? I guess we should hear
Lisa
from Lisa.
there?
She'll yell at me probably.
Interesting. You profiled Lisa. Lisa, how do you feel about that? You're having a hard... By the way...
I knew it was me right away.
You did?
Did you?
Are you having a hard time?
When it's me.
Is he accurate? But let's be honest. Is he accurate that you had a hard time transitioning from being a morning show host to now being on the Howard 100 News team?
No. I did have a hard transition when I went from Hot 97 to my next job.
Do you vacillate between sexy clothing and clothing that covers up your gender?
No, I think I pretty much dress the same every day. I don't think it's one way or the other.
I think you cover up your gender every day. It's
in more informal type situations, like on red carpet, she wears things that enhance gender.
Well, I'm not in studio, so yeah, that makes sense.
All right, interesting. Anything else to say about Lisa while she's here?
No. We had a good conversation about
Is she well adjusted?
Who, Lisa?
Yeah.
Is any of us? I don't think so.
Sorry, Lisa.
You know what I asked him? I said, who here would go postal? That's
and
what
I said
want to
they're
know.
all fired, so you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Do you think there's anybody here who is dangerous?
No.
No, okay.
They're all gone.
Okay.
They're all gone.
Casey's gone.
Casey's gone.
I called Gary about Casey years and years ago, before he was ever in trouble, and I said, this guy's a violent person, and whoever answered the phone, I don't think it was Gary, said, all right, yeah, we'll let Howard know. I go, trust me, I do this for a living. You got to get this guy out of the store. I'm telling you, he's gonna kill somebody.
Well, he never killed anyone. You were wrong.
Not yet.
He's a good man.
Well, it's all relative, isn't it?
All right, Lisa, you were the first one up. Lisa not upset with her profile. Go ahead.
Right.
Profile number 2.
Next one. A person raised in a traditional ethnic setting, including a traditional marriage profile, meaning they went from adolescence and got married in a traditional way. Because of a change in profession, this person slowly assumes a non-traditional lifestyle, which includes sexual paraphilias such as swinging.
No, I'm thinking...
Now, do you want me to explain what a paraphilia is?
Yeah.
Okay, a fetish is when you sexualize an object, like a shoe fetish.
Right.
A sexual paraphilia is any kind of sexual behavior outside the norm of oral sex and intercourse. So bestiality, it's an action,
right,
or an activity.
Swinging. Didn't Scott once say he was a swinger or something?
Yeah.
But come on, it can't be him. I mean, he's pretty... He doesn't he didn't do that out of fame.
Key clue is the second statement.
Which is, say that again.
Because of a change in profession, this person slowly assumes a non-traditional lifestyle, which includes sexual paraphilias such as swinging.
It's Benji.
No.
All right, I'm wrong. Robin, you want to take a guess?
I'm still processing the information. A change in professions.
Yeah, you got a point there. That wouldn't be Benji. Who is it, Fred?
Again, I've been wrong 2 times already, so why not go for a third? I'll say Sal.
No.
I'm going to say it's Ronnie.
He said he didn't profile
Ronnie.
Sal.
Whoa, right? It's Ronnie. Right. Of course.
Think about it.
You're right.
He did.
Because, he went berserk.
He tried to become you.
Oh, I think he thinks he is me. Because he watches me all the time.
Yeah.
And then sometimes sort of unconsciously he starts doing things like
I'm waiting for him to come in and yell at me.
Ronnie disturbs you, huh?
No, he doesn't disturb me.
But
it's
what?
Just that's his behavior.
Say it again, what his behavior is.
He went from a traditional lifestyle, traditional
He was a
marriage
limo
profile,
driver. He had
got divorced.
Right.
Is now dating a very significantly younger people.
Right.
He's hanging around in strip clubs.
Right.
And obviously a swinger, in my opinion.
Right.
I think he profiles as that.
Right.
So he went from a traditional lifestyle to a very untraditional lifestyle, which includes sexual paraphilia.
Right.
Wow.
Well, that's good. That's
not a bad guy. It's just who he is.
Yeah. Okay. That's who he is.
So
anything? Is he? You're in law enforcement. Is he qualified to be my bodyguard?
Don't even start with that, because I will go off.
What do you
my
mean?
head will pop off my shoulders.
Whoa.
Seriously. I sit there listening every day.
Go ahead.
Since '85. That's a long time, right?
Right.
I take it very seriously when someone says, I'm going to protect someone's life. Now, you and I are dads. I have 2 children, daughter and son. You have 3 daughters. You're married. You have a wife.
Right.
When you're going to take responsibility for someone's security, you need to have proper training.
Right.
Whoever trained him ought to be shot.
I don't know that he ever had.
Well, he says he had training, and I've watched his behavior. For example, Elliot Offen was freaking out one day years ago, and Ronnie's standing there with his hands down at his hips.
Right.
First rule in executive protection is you keep your hands at your heart. For 2 reasons. One is where your arms are strongest, and secondly, you prevent yourself from getting sucker punched.
Right.
So right there tells me he wasn't properly trained.
Are you a trained fighter?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm a Matu Guru in Filipino Kali and a Sifu in Wing Chun Kung Fu.
No shit.
Well, that's how I met Wolfie. I had no idea who he was.
You're a Sifu?
Wolfie is into Kung Fu?
Oh, I'm not a Sifu.
You have a brown belt.
Seafood. I do.
Yeah.
Well, I was on my way to a brown.
I know a 5-year-old girl who's on the way to her black. Howard.
Listen,
All
right, take it easy.
Don't even get me started on that either. That's
Ronnie, come in here and defend yourself.
Here we go.
Dale says you are not qualified.
I've got a question I can ask him to prove my point.
Okay, good.
Because he won't get the answer.
Where
what
is
are you
Ronnie?
going to do
Bring
about
him in
this,
here.
Howard?
Nothing.
What are you talking about? I eat seafood.
Howard won't do
Ronnie
anything
tells
about
me
it.
he's qualified.
Well, okay.
Where is he? Where is he?
He's
so funny because he's standing there. They got the camera on him, right?
Yeah.
So I said, is he going in? Is he going in? Yeah, he's going in. So he starts to walk here, and then he just makes a left. And I'm like, Ronnie. And he just didn't answer me.
Well,
so
why won't he defend himself?
I think somebody just got here. I think maybe, so let me go check. I'll get him.
All right, go ahead.
You think he's busy?
You think he's busy?
But it's weird because I know he heard me.
Well, he's an angry guy.
My issue with him is this training issue.
Right.
Take it seriously. You're protecting people. I ran an executive protection team for Capitol and A&M Records back in the 80s and early 90s. We dealt with death threats. So if a recording artist had death threats, we went and took care of that, worked with local law enforcement. I've done that. It's not like theory to me.
Dale's challenging that you don't have enough training. What do you think of that?
Whatever you say, dude. It's okay.
Well, what are you getting all bent out of shape?
I'm not getting bent out of shape.
Why don't you talk to him about it?
The guy has his opinion, and I'm fine with it. I got nothing else to say.
You said you had a question for Ronnie.
Yeah. He won't answer it.
Oh, he'll answer it. Sure he will.
Any executive protection profession would know this, Ronnie. Yeah. What does every executive protection or bodyguard carry with them at all times related to gender?
Related to gender?
Yep.
Ronnie don't even know what gender means.
Tampon.
Yeah, tampon.
Mouthwash?
Tampon. Actually, a tampon.
Ron, do we know the answer to this?
It's a tampon.
It is?
Yeah, you plug up gunshot wounds and knife wounds with it.
No shit.
It'll stop
Are you
people.
carrying a
Good,
tampon?
well done,
You got a tampon with you?
Yeah, I have a tampon. I carry one all the time.
But wait a second, that is a good point.
It'll
In other
stop
words,
bleeding, yeah.
If somebody gets hit,
Yeah, you plug it up. It's sterile.
what do you
Ronnie's
think of
going to be
that?
standing there
I
with
think
his
it's great.
finger.
Should always carry those with you.
I carry a sanitary
I'll-
Have you ever
belt.
taken any kind of course in protection or?
I got to guess that.
No, seriously, have you? That means no.
There he goes.
That means no. It means he has no training.
He's not a bad guy. He's not a bad guy. I don't
Where's
think he's a
your
bad
tampon?
guy.
I'm not saying I'm a bad
I just wish you guys
If he's
had
unhappy, let him
training.
get somebody else. It's fine with me.
Well,
Where's
I'm
your
not, I didn't
tampon?
say I was unhappy.
He's
I was
not
just
unhappy.
why
Why
don't
are
you
you
answer the
fucking
question?
grilling me like
Because
this?
I'm
Why are you putting me
curious.
up against the wall?
I'm curious.
I fucking protected your life. You remember that?
That's
okay?
right. But why are you being uptight now?
What are you busting my balls for?
Who's busting your butt? Wow,
It's like
what a
pulling
baby.
a pin on a hand grenade.
So what do you make of that, what you just saw?
He's upset.
Why?
He doesn't want to be held accountable. He does not like to be held accountable for anything.
Why is he so ashamed to answer your question?
Not ashamed. He just doesn't feel it's beneath him, I think. That's how he profiles.
What would you? But what? You're a profiler. I'm asking you your expert opinion on what you just saw. Is he too hot-headed to be a security guy?
Well, you remember the movie Roadhouse?
Yeah.
And Patrick Swayze's character says you don't have the temperament for the trade.
Right.
That's my answer. You can't be a hothead and do this kind of security work. You have to be very calm, very relaxed. You got to be able to calm people down, not aggravate them.
Right.
But I don't know. You know, with him, it's hard to tell what's shtick and what's real.
Oh, that was. I don't think there is.
No,
shtick.
I don't think that was shtick, but it's hard to tell.
So you got to be calm and you got to carry tampons.
And he doesn't he doesn't do either one of them.
Think about it. Think about it.
He's bad at both.
How are
of
you
them.
going to stop the bleeding? It's it's an age-old technique that's used
It's
by
true.
everyone. Yeah.
And so Wow.
Yep. Ready for the next one?
Do you have a tampon on you now, or are you not working right now?
No, I'm not working.
Go ahead. All right, give me another one. Boy, that was a good one.
All right. Because of a neurotic parent, this person developed sexual paraphilias. But after this period of time in their younger years, this person sought out a flexible mate who allowed some of their deviated sexual behavior. Eventually created a traditional and stable lifestyle to counter the emotional chaos of their childhood.
I always wait to see me in this, but that's definitely not me.
Yeah, you didn't have a neurotic parent.
Well, I had neurotic. I had a neurotic parent. I probably two, but I'm saying I didn't.
That could be Gary.
That would be my guess.
She's right. It's Gary.
It is?
Gary, yeah.
But Gary didn't. You said the sexual thing. He sought out a
partner who would be flexible with his deviated sexual behavior. Yeah,
I don't see Mary.
He didn't stop.
I don't think that Mary's that flexible.
He
I'm
didn't
not sure I understand that.
In my opinion, he didn't stop what he was doing when he was dating. We know all those stories.
Right.
When he got married. This is not reality.
Oh.
But like, what do you consider deviant sex?
Anything other than, it's not deviant, it's deviated.
What is it? So what does that
anything
mean?
outside of oral sex or intercourse is considered a paraphilia. Now, some are good and some are bad. Bestiality is bad. Anal sex can be good or bad.
So is a hand job considered?
No, that's considered part of foreplay.
So what would be some of the things that would be
anal sex?
Keep going.
Urine, peeing, spanking,
something.
I think listen, I think he's a little off. I do. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, but maybe you were. I think you thought Mary
doesn't
was
mean
wild
anything
sex.
bad about your wife.
I don't think I even did talk about doing that stuff when I was like. That's not stuff I talked about doing on the air. Now, maybe you think that because of my personality, you see that, or is it something?
No, it's just that whatever.
The only two things I ever talked about on the air that were weird like that, I guess, were anal sex and the girl who threw up.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that was.
And what about?
by the way,
what about the pornography that you watch?
Well, that is more of a joke.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, that was like that was.
So
everybody seems to be
You've watched no deviated sexual behavior pornography in the last 10 years in your personal life.
Of course
He
I do.
loves it.
I think everybody watches deviated.
He's very close to animal.
Doesn't make him a bad person. I'm just saying that
I mean, he's like an animal.
When you have a neurotic parent, it's going to affect your sexuality.
I see.
I will be upfront with him in the sense that.
By the way, I admire you for not getting defensive. Ronnie got so defensive.
No, I'm up for talking about it.
I mean, wow, when
he was talking about it, I go, I think that sounds like me, but I don't know about the deviated sexual thing. But like,
let's go to one more. Let's go to another one.
Right.
Stay in here for Gary. See if you can identify the person. Go ahead.
All right. So, grew up with a neurotic parent. This instability led to sexual insecurities and substance abuse. Societal conflicts fed these insecurities and negative behaviors. This person followed a traditional path through adolescence to adulthood. Issues of social and sexual insecurities created problems of intimacy with family members. Currently has fear and intimacy issues which prevent the elimination of insecurities and emotional stability.
It's me.
That's Howard.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
May I say something to you?
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
hey, don't say anything to me. Hey, you can't say
I want to say this.
Why should? Maybe I'll get better.
I want to say this as I guess the best word to use is friend and as a professional.
Good. Go ahead.
You're looking at one of the biggest fans of psychotherapy.
Go ahead.
I did it for 5 years every week. It saved my life, along with the Dr. Sarno book. Thank you, by the way, for that.
You're welcome.
I've given 60 of them out.
Let me hear your advice.
You are holding back in your therapy. And many years ago, you told your psychiatrist you wanted to stop, and he said no. And he was absolutely right, because you're holding back, and I can prove it to you.
Go ahead.
You're a married man using condoms.
Right.
What are you, a sailor? No. I mean, anybody that I know that's married that uses condoms has intimacy issues. You are keeping, and just bear with me. I'm trying to help you.
Go ahead. I'm not Ronnie. I'm not getting uptight.
You got to give that up, because ultimately you're keeping 1 foot back in your OCD. Okay?
But he doesn't want to get his wife pregnant.
Listen. I'm going to tell you something. There are many ways to stop pregnancy that don't involve the pill.
Yeah, but there's only one that a man can control.
No, listen, let me ask you.
And I don't want my wife to have to take the pill, and I don't want to have to put an intrauterine device, which
you don't have to do that either. There's many other ways. Humor me.
What are the other ways?
Do me a favor.
Pulling out?
Do me a favor. Raise your right hand.
Go ahead.
Put it down.
Go ahead.
So you have cognitive function. You can control your body.
Yes.
If you really worked at it, you could control that.
But
So
she
you're saying-
might
you're
be
saying-
pregnant 5 times before he figures
Yeah,
it out.
right. What if I fucked it up? I mean, Robin's right. I mean,
what is he,
I don't want. Listen, if my wife is a Catholic who says to me, if she was pregnant, she would never get an abortion for herself. She believes in the right for other people to have them, but for herself, she doesn't believe in it.
Well, you're going to have a child. I'm going to tell you right now. Welcome to the reality.
My wife's 40 years old.
You're going to have a child.
What are you saying?
I'm telling you there are two types of females that don't have children. One is they have serious sexual trauma in their childhood.
Go ahead.
She doesn't profile that way.
That's right.
Or they have serious family dysfunction in their childhood, which she doesn't profile that way.
That's right.
So at some point, she's going to want to do that. Why do you think all this stuff with the dogs? It's an ad hoc child.
The dog is. Well, we know that.
Yeah.
Our dog was our
I think
child.
eventually it's going to happen. But let's get back to the issue of OCD. Right. You can't keep one foot in, one foot back. I think it's partially the pregnancy issue, but I've thought about this for a long time, Howard. I think a lot of it has to do with you still clinging to pieces in the past. And I would beg
What do you
of
mean
you,
pieces in the past?
Pieces of the OCD life that you lived.
I still have a lot of OCD issues.
Well,
I struggle with it every day.
Your wife loves you dearly.
Yes, she does.
That's obvious.
And I love her.
But she tolerates this. And at
Right.
some point, you have to say, you know what? I got to be completely healed before I die.
Right.
And I'm just out of.
So if I stop using condoms, would I be healed in your opinion?
I think it would help a lot.
You do.
I really do.
Interesting. Well,
Do you really grab a condom every time?
Not every. Listen, actually, no.
See, I didn't think you could.
I think it's off and on.
That's right.
But don't toy with that.
But for the most part, I am very consistent.
But in psychotherapy, you can't hold back. It's an excellent if you have the money.
But I'm not holding back.
But
how do you know I'm holding back?
That shows holding back if you use it. Do you still use them?
Yes, of course I do. That's our birth control.
Not for married people.
Gary.
I used condoms when I was married because my wife was on the pill and
You're
she didn't
still
want
married.
to. I mean, exactly. But no, but it's a
Freudian slip. Freudian slip.
It was like a health thing. My wife got to a certain age where she didn't want to take the pill anymore.
Right.
So does that mean?
So you use condoms, right?
Right.
And
you use them.
And I would. You don't use them now.
Sometimes.
But
what do you mean sometimes?
Yeah. See.
Sometimes I don't.
And both of you have something in common.
My dad used condoms.
Both of you have something in common.
Yeah, the first line for
the
both of us was
parent.
Right, yeah.
That creates sexual issues and sexual intimacy issues and germ issues and all that OCD stuff.
How does it?
What would Dr. Sarno say to you about that condom use if he was sitting right here?
He'd say you're smart. your wife and you don't want to have a kid, so
Robin,
why
what
would
do
you
you
use
think?
a condom? But we don't want to.
Most married couples don't use any
That's not
contraception.
true. I don't believe that's true.
Well, I'm telling you right now.
So most Catholic people who don't want to have not Catholic people who don't want to have kids who are married.
I don't buy
won't
this.
use a condom. You don't think?
No. I didn't say that. I said most. If you look at the studies from the federal government, the dirty little secret is that about 70% of couples after they've been married 20 years do not use anything at all. They just pull out or finish when they're outside.
Huh? Maybe you're right. I don't know. I'll be open to that.
And you understand? I'm saying this out of kindness in my heart.
I'm not taking offense.
I think you've made great strides.
Right.
And I'm
not taking offense, but I know my dad used condoms.
But ask yourself the question: are you keeping your foot in the back, still back in that world?
My dad looked at me and said, "I don't want another one of these."
But see, I'm in the same boat as you. Whereas Mary said, if I were to get pregnant, I would not have an abortion.
Right.
So
and you don't want another kid.
Yeah. So to me, that says, well, I don't want to have another kid.
So
But why did you grab them sometimes and sometimes not?
Because I'm like a monkey and I can't.
Yeah, but the two of you. But think about this. But think about this. Between the two of you, how many children do you have?
5.
So
between the two of us,
so you've produced good-looking, smart children that are very stable people.
Right.
So there's no reason why another one, whether you want one or not.
Well,
I understand that.
But you have to raise a kid.
I understand that. I got it.
By accident.
At 52, I think it would kill me to try to raise a child.
Exactly.
It's a very what we're talking about is a very selfish act. It's not about what I would produce. It's about me.
I'm 58 years old.
The issue of condoms does indicate. And I'm not alone in this, that there are intimacy issues and contact issues. And you really have to ask yourself, does my wife tolerate it? And because she loves me, or am I clinging still to something in the past? One foot ahead,
I'll
one foot
consider
back
that.
is not
I'm not going to
good.
be like Ronnie and fight you, man. Did you see Ronnie run out of here?
Yeah. Let me ask you something, Howard. Does Beth ever object to condom use?
Sometimes she will, but for the most part, she's like, she agrees with me that she doesn't want to take the pill.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, there are other
But
ways.
she does object.
As he said.
Occasionally, but not often. But sometimes she
still,
does. Sometimes
one objection is telling you what's going on in the unconscious mind of your
All
wife.
right, okay. All right, well, maybe you're right.
And you know what? The thing with you, the two of you, is it's very obvious, okay, professionally, that she loves you.
Yes.
This is real.
Oh, I believe so.
And you're very blessed to have that.
And I love her.
Yeah, I know you do.
And by the way, I'm a terrific husband. Sort of. You are. I am, right? You see me.
Gary thinks you're a terrific
But
husband.
Gary, that's another issue with Howard. One of my fears is that when you stop this, the
Go ahead.
radio show,
please make it happen soon.
Listen, well, I know why you signed up, and it had nothing to do with the radio show. It had to do with these people that you feel responsible for.
Thank you.
But the issue is, I'm worried you're pseudo agoraphobic at this point. You just don't. You live in a bubble,
right?
And
I don't like going out.
I see you doing a Howard Hughes at some point.
It will happen. Yeah.
See, can I say something?
Well, she will definitely object to the
Howard.
nails.
Can I say something about that? I thought Howard lived in a bigger bubble 15 years ago than the one he lives in now.
Yeah, I've made
Howard's
some
more
progress.
willing to go out and talk to people than he
still
was
a
15.
bubble.
Oh, no doubt. But the bubble's gotten bigger.
The profile is right.
When have you been outside the country in the last 10 years?
Oh,
Never
please.
forget it.
That ain't happening.
I'm talking about Canada or
But
the
we're
Caribbean.
talking. My wife and I are talking about taking a trip to Italy.
Well, they always talk about it. They've been talking about it for 3 years.
I thank God that the reason we didn't go this year is because our dog was old.
Yeah, but what about last year and the year before that?
But now I have no more excuses.
Rob, Howard, go to Italy and leave the condoms at home. This would be good therapy for you.
Yeah, and have a baby?
No, he didn't say have a baby.
Well, I mean, you know what? My wife is hot.
You have control.
You have control. You ever hear of dribble?
You have control.
You know, guys who pull out.
There's no sperm in the first part of that.
No,
so.
wait a second. When you're fucking, sometimes you have
he
pre-cum.
wants you to have a baby.
Get clipped.
Get clipped? Are you crazy? I'm not letting anybody touch my balls, but they can find them.
Howard, was your last trip out of the country was not to the Cannes Film Festival, was it?
Well, no, I went on vacation somewhere, but Mexico. But I'll never go there.
But he's like outside of the
Don't go there.
continental.
No, I'm not going to Mexico.
We just rescued people from Mexico. Don't go to Mexico.
I've gone to a few resorts, but you know, it's almost like being in America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the safest thing you can do.
Was that your only trip ever to Europe?
No, I've been to England with Robin, and you know,
Yeah, with the
That was a long time
there
ago.
a couple of times.
yeah, 100
All right,
years
you
ago.
want the next one?
Ken, go ahead. You're on the air.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Go ahead, Ken.
No, I like this guy a lot. I don't necessarily agree with the using condoms because, you know, you don't want kids,
Right.
But this business with Ronnie, and he really makes the point. I've called Ronnie out twice on the very issues that your good guest here has called him out on. And he'll shout me down, and he'll go off ape shit on a caller, but he cowers in the face of somebody who might know what he's talking about, or Ronnie possibly has a glimmer of belief he knows what.
I saw Ronnie get very intimidated by this gentleman.
Yes.
I saw Ronnie run out of the room. You chased him right out of the room.
But a caller, he won't even let you get a word in.
That's his thing. He yells over you.
Yeah, and that just shows he's insecure. But he's not trained. He is a hothead. How many times have you talked about incidents on the road?
Listen. I don't know why he was so afraid of Dale. I would answer Dale's questions. I'll answer Dale's questions all day. I ain't afraid.
I mean, I just want him to, as a professional, because he does care about you. He loves you. But go get the training.
Right.
I mean, I was just in Brooklyn last year with my VP, Keith
Instead of going to strip clubs.
training air marshals in tactics.
Right.
And those guys were 26 years old. I'm 52. We were throwing them around the room, and they were like, we really need to know how to handle people. I mean, I do this for a living. I've done it for real. And
think
I'm
what
just
you said
asking
was,
him to
Dale,
get his training.
I think you were absolutely on target. Say, hey, man, go in for some training courses. Why was the guy so frightened of that?
I don't know.
Howard, I don't even think he loves you that much as you're saying. I think he loves the life.
He loves the life.
No, he loves Howard. He's very loyal to him.
All right, let's go to Megan. Megan, go ahead.
Hi, Howard. I have a question. So I also, like the previous caller, get the condom issue. But do you make out with Beth every time you have sex? Because to me, that's a big sign of intimacy.
I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about my specific
Nobody
sex
asked you
of my
specific.
wife.
They're very
loving.
Have
They're very loving.
Do we have foreplay?
Yeah.
Listen, we have our thing and it works.
But you don't want to tell us that you have foreplay?
Of course, we have foreplay.
But I do find it interesting, Howard, that you will talk about sex. You'll talk about sex with Beth, but you won't talk about making out with her.
Right, which is
No. Of course, I make out with my wife. What are you kidding me?
Well, then answer the question. What are you making a big deal about it for?
So if we don't make out and we don't have foreplay, let's say we just fuck. What are you saying? There's an intimacy problem?
No, absolutely not. They're missing the point.
What is the point?
There's 3 types of sex. There's everyday sex, there's quickies, and there's the romantic stuff that goes on for 2-3 hours.
Right.
So that all is relative to.
So if it's all there in some sort of combination, okay.
I don't think you have that issue.
Are you worried? My goodness.
I'm not worried about anything. I'm having a good
Howard's
time.
having group therapy.
I'm enjoying my life with my wife.
I hear Fred laughing at all this.
What is this?
I'm not laughing about that.
Sam, go ahead. You're on the air. Thank you, Megan, by the way. Sam, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, hi. If your wife is ovulating and you have sperm, you didn't have a baby.
That's right.
I don't care if you had a childhood trauma or your family doesn't like you. This guy is crazy. Don't listen to him.
Well, that's what I mean, condom. I mean, I don't know. I was raised that you use a condom, but what do I know?
Yeah, but your dad could have had the same intimacy issues.
All right.
I got 2 more.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
All right, because I got
Will told
move
me
on.
6.
I didn't realize Jeff was here.
It's up to you. You tell me.
What do you got? You got one more good one? Give me one more good one.
One more good one.
Give me one more good one before we say goodbye.
Let's see. One more good one. Okay. Ethnic issues and family dysfunction led this person to serious social interaction and trust issues from adolescence to early adulthood. This person eventually developed a stable, traditional family life to counter the issues from childhood. Has created an area of their life related to art to express their analytical mind and emotions.
Fred.
Yeah.
Wow.
Say it again. He was what? 'Cause he's got a lot of issues.
He wants anal intrusion in that.
He developed a stable, traditional family life to counter the issues of instability from childhood.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
And then he created an area of life related to art, his music, to express his analytical mind and emotions.
Good. All right. He's like a Vulcan, that's all.
It's about the most stable profile I wrote.
You know, Fred has turned
is very stable.
Fred has impressed me with his life.
Yeah.
He has overcome a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like one of Jerry's kids.
Well, no.
Your success. You went to camp and you came out good.
He overcame a lot. Mostly, when I say a lot, I refer to me and my interaction with him. He overcame that. And he overcame a tough family life. And you're right. He has a very sort of stable existence. And has exemplified someone who can overcome a lot of adversity.
He's created a very stable life for himself.
Well, Dale,
I knew tampons were good for gunshots.
That's true.
Good for you. That was
Came
an
up
accident.
with that right away.
Anyway, Dale Yeager, you've been a fascinating guest.
Thank you.
I'm glad you came by today. I learned a lot about Ronnie.
I learned a lot about you.
And I learned a lot about me. You are an impressive guy, I have to say. You're not a bullshit artist.
So are you.
Thank you to Wolfie for bringing you by. Where is Wolfie? Wolfie, say a quick hello. And I know he came up
Profile
with you.
Wolfie.
Yeah, well, Wolfie. Dale Yeager's book, 3 Myths About Bullying, What Every Parent and Grandparent Should Know to Protect Their Children and Grandchildren, is available now at Amazon.com. And check out Dale's website at seraph.net. Wolfie, good call on this guy. He seems to know what he's doing.
He's very accurate, very opinionated. I thought you would love him.
I liked him a lot, and he blew Ronnie right out the window. The only guy who couldn't handle it was Ronnie.
The second you brought up his name, he was pouting in the back. He was not going to come in at all.
He's the funniest guy, isn't he?
I think it's security issues. I mean, security issues, obviously. He's worried that he doesn't do a good job, and I think the spotlight was put on him today.
He couldn't handle it.
Definitely.
Couldn't handle it. Wow. Well, Dale, you know your stuff.
Thank you.
And thank you. And Wolfie, later on, I'm going to be playing a interview that Wolfie did with Chick-fil-A. Very interesting stuff about Chick-fil-A. That, I'm watching this guy Huckabee on Fox News, and what a character. I mean, former governor.
I wasn't pouting, by the way.
What was that?
Now he's back.
I wasn't pouting.
Oh, here we go.
You ran out like a scared baby. What happened to you? Everybody's here talking to the guy you
I'm
ran
glad.
out.
You can all talk to him. It's fine. I don't
asked
have
one
I don't
question.
have
You
to
ran
talk to
right
him.
out of the room.
I don't have to talk to him if I don't want to
You're so
talk to him.
defensive.
I don't have to. I'm not defensive.
The guy made a good point. He said he liked you. He said, hey, if I
Good,
was
I'm glad
Ronnie...
he likes me. I'm happy for him.
He says you should once in a while take a training class.
He doesn't know what I do.
Well, he was trying
He
to ask
has
you,
no
and
idea
you
what I
ran
do.
right
And I
out of
don't
the
have
room.
to tell him what I do.
Ronnie, what do you do?
It's not his business.
Well, what do you do?
I don't do anything.
Do you have a, no, do you
I
have
don't
a training?
do anything.
Do you
I
go
don't
to a
do
training?
anything. If you're not a happy person with me, that's the main line here.
I'm
if
happy,
you're not
but
happy
do
with
you
me,
do any
all
training?
you have to do is say goodbye. It's easy. Okay, it's very easy.
But that's not the
I don't
point. Why are
need
you
to explain
why are you getting attacked?
I don't need to explain myself to this man.
He just
is
said,
nobody to me.
Wait a
Don't you
second.
understand
If a
that?
guy walked up to me and he says, hey, I think you and your wife using condoms shows a lack of intimacy. I say, let me consider that. Let me hear what this... He's a guy. He's a well-versed in this psychology stuff.
I'm happy for him.
So I go, okay, let me think about it. I don't think it's accurate for me. I don't think I have an intimacy issue, but maybe he's got something there. I'll consider it. So the guy says to you, hey, I know Ronnie's in security. I've done all of this stuff.
Right.
Ronnie, you know, I've offered many training classes. What type of training do you take, or do you take any? And you're like, fuck you! You're not happy.
Fuck you.
You're like,
I didn't
you're
say
not
fuck
happy
you.
with me. Get rid of me. You're so defensive, dude. Why don't you just say to the guy, have a conversation?
Why are you so angry? What are you so angry with me about?
I'm not angry
Look
with
at you. You're blowing up here. Why are you blowing
because
up?
you're weird.
I don't have to talk to this man. He's
No one
not
said
part
you
of my
have
life,
to.
and I don't want to.
No one said you have
I
to.
don't want to.
I'm wondering why you're so afraid to talk to him.
I don't want to talk to him.
Why?
I got no reason to talk to him.
Do you respect
or
his
him.
credentials?
But Ronnie,
I have no reason to talk to him either.
But Ronnie, professionals talk to each other about
I don't
training.
have, sir. I don't have to talk to you.
No, you don't have
and
to.
I don't want to talk to you.
I wasn't trying to have a conflict
Okay.
with you.
I'm not trying to have a conflict. I just
see
don't
you
want
get
to.
into
I just don't want
arguments?
to talk to you.
Ronnie, don't
Plain and
Understand me.
simple.
Why?
Wolfie, I'm not talking to you.
You're being a baby.
There he goes. He's going to throw the headphones
No, I'm
down.
not throwing anything. I don't need to talk to either one of them. What does he
But
know?
why are you
what does he know about
I
me?
mean, you don't have to talk to anybody, but why are you afraid to talk to these guys?
I don't want to talk to him.
Why?
Okay?
Can you tell me why?
I just don't feel like it.
Some people you do talk to and some you don't.
Yeah, well, I talk
Why
to who I
these
feel
two?
like talking to.
Why
Ronnie,
these two?
Okay?
He
And
can
it's like
help
every
you.
time that one of these things comes up, it's you who likes to fucking put me on the burner.
Me? The
Yeah,
guy-
and you're happy to do it.
The guy put me on the burner.
You know
Do you
what?
see me getting
No,
upset?
but you're happy to do it because you know it riles me up.
But what
okay?
about me?
And you
He
love
just
doing
put
it.
me- he just put me on the burner.
If you're happy, I'm happy. But if you're not happy with me, then we got a problem.
Did I say
we have a real
do you
problem?
see what you're doing? Do you see what you're doing?
No, I'm not doing anything.
You're trying to create something between
myself.
me and you. The guy walks in.
I
He
don't
did a
need
profile
to
of
talk
everyone.
to
You're the
this
only
guy. I
one
don't need to
upset.
be profiled by him.
You're the only one
I've
upset.
been doing a fucking job here for 27 years, dude. I don't need him to tell me anything. If,
No
like
one
I said,
needs any of
if
this.
I've
It's a
been
show.
doing- if I've
Why are
been
you getting
doing
so
the right
upset?
thing, if I've been doing the right thing all along, I don't understand why I have to answer to him.
Man, are you fucked up?
Yeah, I am fucked up.
You're afraid
According
of
to you,
talking to
I
a
am
guy.
fucked up.
You're afraid of talking to people.
I talk to who I feel like talking to. And if I don't feel like talking to him,
Ronnie,
I talk to
what
my
if you
own
learn
psychiatrist or
something? But
psychologist.
what if you learn
I don't
something?
need to talk to this
But
guy.
what if you learn
he knows
something?
nothing about me. Nothing. He comes in here and he thinks he knows about me, but he knows nothing about me.
Ronnie,
I'm not a fucking swinger where he ever.
He said he
wherever that
doesn't.
came
He
from.
asked you a question
Where
because he
comes-
doesn't
Where that
know.
comes from in his head. That never happened in my life. Being a swinger. Where does he come up with shit like that? I don't have to listen to this man.
I don't know, man.
All right, and I'm not walking out.
Wow.
I'm just telling you, I don't have to explain anything to him. To me, he's nobody. He's just another person on the street.
You sound awfully defensive to me, dude.
Well, I'm sorry.
Wow, you
Maybe
are
you should consider
defensive.
getting somebody else to work with.
Why do you always go there?
Now,
do you
why
not,
are
do you
you
not wanna-
firing
do you,
yourself?
Do you want to fire yourself?
Obviously,
Then quit.
obviously you're not happy.
You're firing yourself.
If you
I'm
keep
happy.
bringing people in
The
to try and fucking pick my head.
I didn't bring this guy in for you, Ronnie. That's another fucking weird
we didn't
thing
know
to
who
do.
he was going to profile.
He
know
just
what?
walked in and he came
That's
in and he said he's a
fine.
profile.
But
He-
why do you have to
he
keep?
says
Why do I have
one
to
thing-
come in and defend myself if I
Why
don't
do you keep
want to?
quitting your job?
I'm not
Do you not
quitting.
want to do it?
I'm
You
not.
can quit.
I didn't say I quit.
I never said I was unhappy with you.
Then why
are
do
you hearing
Why
that?
do I have to talk to this guy?
You don't have to, but why are you
do
so
I
afraid?
have to defend myself?
Why are you
to
so
him?
afraid?
Why do I have to defend
Same
myself?
reason we
to him?
all just did.
I don't want to. That's my prerogative. I don't have to fucking
You're
talk
afraid
him.
to talk to him.
Okay, if that's
Admit it.
If that's
Are
what
you
say,
afraid to talk to him?
No.
Then
I
why
have
won't
no
you talk to
reason
him?
to talk to him. I have no reason to talk to this man at all.
So, Ronnie, you want to be a part of the show sometimes, but not all the time. Will you tell us when you don't want to be?
So sometimes, like Robin says, you want to be involved with the show, but sometimes you don't. So we're supposed to figure out when you want to be in the show.
I
You like
came
doing
in,
Ronnie's
I said
block
I got
party,
nothing
right?
to say to him, and that's it.
You like Ronnie's block party.
What does that have to do with it?
It has everything to do with it. You want to participate sometimes,
I participate
but other
all
times
the time.
you won't talk to this guy.
I have nothing to say to him.
I think
He wants to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to him.
He's being exposed, and he's upset
I'm
about
exposed,
that.
right?
But he's not
I'm
being exposed. He hasn't even. It seems like he has something to hide.
Wolfie, please stay out of this because it's got nothing to do with you.
I think he's.
It's got nothing to do with you.
What do you think, Wolfie?
I think he's exposing weaknesses.
Look at you! Just chased him out of the room by saying
What are
something.
you doing? What are you doing?
Oh my
I'm
God!
not talking.
I think Howard. I think I was much more tougher with you.
Absolutely.
But we had an
anything.
honest exchange as dads, as executives, as
And you know
people.
what? Maybe you're right. I'm actually thinking about what you said.
Known you for a long time.
Right.
So, trying to help.
I'm not threatened
Trying to be
by
helpful.
you. This
No.
fucking guy is so threatened.
Professionally,
All you had to do was
could
talk
help
to
Ronnie.
me.
He could probably help Ronnie.
No,
out.
I'm not a therapist.
No, professionally in terms of his job in security.
Yeah, which is all I'm asking is say, hey, professionals talk. I was talking to one of your security guys out there. He's NYPD detective. I train NYPD detectives. We talked. We had a nice conversation.
Might learn something.
Right.
Might not, but you don't know.
Professionals talk all the time about training. What's the big deal?
Ronnie is
Push the
allergic
button.
to training, I think.
I would love if Ronnie carried a tampon or two. I mean, he should have a utility belt like Batman.
With all tampons. His bullet holders are tampons.
But it also seems like Ronnie wants to be a part of the show. He's on the wrap-up show every day. He runs in there.
Right. He's always got input to other
suddenly
things.
you show up, and now he doesn't want to be part of the show.
I think Ronnie, like in my profile, was drug into this character position on the show.
I didn't drag him in.
No, it happened organically over the years.
He's pacing the halls. Look at him. He's all upset.
I think I got a camera on him.
Yeah, look at it.
They're
There he
stalking
is.
him.
He's all upset.
He's being stalked.
Man, I can't believe it.
He's still yelling.
It's funny. Like you didn't even get out half a question and you fucking leveled the guy.
He's the first person to get upset if someone's not a team player.
Right.
So you challenge him and he runs away like a baby.
He wasn't being a team player. He's always blaming Lisa G as not being.
Everybody else engaged with me, which
everyone,
was good.
even Lisa G engaged.
Yeah,
with
it wasn't being judgmental. I'm just talking about profiles. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, you chased him right out of the room. It was weird.
Now I have to deal with him out there.
He'll be fine. But is he the most volatile person here? I guess so, huh?
The most volatile?
You know, but like, don't go on the wrap-up show and be part of that, and don't be on part of the block party.
Yeah.
Don't be part of the. And then all of a
Well, he
sudden,
certainly piles on when somebody else is getting, what they consider like a rough time.
Right.
But he doesn't like it when it's him.
Yeah.
You
Robin's
chased him right out of the
Robin's
room.
right.
You didn't even say anything to the guy.
All the volatile people were fired over the last couple of years, so you're safe.
He has opinions about people that worked on the show.
Yeah. That's a whole nother story.
Well, hey, another day.
Another day.
I like
I'd love
when you
to
come
back.
Hey, Howard,
Did you know it was Tim who shit? You knew right away. Right?
Howard, I got to tell you something funny.
Yeah.
I'm on the Amtrak train yesterday coming from Philly, and he was in my car.
No kidding.
You're kidding.
Yeah, he was all wired up, and he was in flip-flops, and I didn't get to say hi to him because, and I was hoping he wasn't using the bathroom on the train. So.
I was going to have Ronnie judge the beauty pageant tomorrow, but maybe I shouldn't because he don't like coming in here.
Yeah, he might get dragged into something he doesn't like.
All right. Anyway, listen, Dale, thank you. And we'll check out your book, 3 Myths About Bullying, What Every Parent and Grandparent Should Know to Protect Their Children and Grandchildren. It's available now at Amazon.com. Check out Dale's website at sarath.net. And Wolfie, thanks to you, and I'll get to your stuff later on. Wolfie's been checking in with lots of good stuff lately.
Yes.
And we'll be back right after these words. I wanted to... to get to more, but I got Jeff Ross here. I know
you don't like shaking hands. So.
Well, yeah, because I got intimacy. If I could put a condom on my head.
I put you through the torch out this way.
You've been working. You're doing some great stuff for us.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate the opportunity, and there's some cool stuff coming up in the next 5 weeks or so that I'm going to do.
Now, what do you do? You guys do martial arts together? What'd you run out of the room for?
What's wrong with you?
He teaches my son. My son's 5.
What does he teach him?
Martial arts.
Oh, martial arts?
Yeah, I just.
Well, I have a part-time martial arts club, and it's my decompression.
Is that how you guys met?
Yeah, his son's in our kids program.
He didn't even know who I was.
I had no idea. My son told me. I go, that's not true. He goes, yeah, he's Wolfie. I go, really? Yeah, so that's how I met him.
Wolfie's a good guy.
He's a good guy. Thanks for having me on.
I'm not interested in you. Stop taking my picture.
Thank you.
Go look at Hein. I could give a shit.
I enjoyed him, and I thought, it was good.
There you go. Cool. Appreciate it. I don't know that's wrong. That could be an intimacy thing.
Pulling out is way crazier than whatever intimacy issue. I don't want to have another kid.
I don't. I mean, I don't know how else to do it.
Call it whatever you want to call it.
And condoms just don't bother me.
Well, they bother me. That's a problem.
And it doesn't seem to slow me down.
Dale.
Hi.
Your analysis, sort of as predicted, caused a bit of controversy, especially with the man leaving my frame right now. Why do you think Ronnie became so defensive?
He doesn't. Some people don't like to be profiled. I mean, it's a very uncomfortable thing. He says I'm inaccurate. I don't think I'm inaccurate, but
when he came out here and he was upset, but he said, "Who are you? What are your credentials?" Well, if you were to tell him, if you were to,
I train the interrogators for the Army, Army intelligence officers. I train DEA agents, Secret Service. I went to the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. I'm a Justice Department trainer, so I've done this. Done it for a long time, 22 years.
You're decorated as far as protection and psychoanalysis of criminals and things of
did it for a long time.
What does Ronnie do well? Is there anything you've noticed that he does
He's
well?
very loyal. I mean, he's very loyal, and he does pay attention. So I actually said some positive things about him, but I don't think he heard those.
What are some of the other negative things he does? I know you mentioned he keeps his hands in the wrong position. The training, I know you said, is sporadic at best.
He doesn't stand off to the side. He stands directly in front of potentially violent people. That's something you don't do. You never stand directly in front of someone.
Why? Why is it important to be off?
There's 9 weapons in front of someone: 2 fists, 2 elbows, 2 knees, 2 feet, and a headbutt. Why would you stand in front of 9 weapons? Makes no logical sense. You always step to the side. That's how you control people.
That alone gives you an advantage because they can't see you coming.
Women, men, doesn't matter. Yeah.
What about the psychological implications of Ronnie? Of someone who gets defensive at criticism, and what does that indicate to you?
He's got a bad temper. He's a hothead, and that's something that he has to get under control if he's going to do security work. You have to be calm to do security work. So,
The other thing I was going to ask you about is with Howard. I mean, you mentioned what a fan you've been over the last close to 30 years.
Yes.
Was it tough to tell someone that you like and respect so much something so negative about him?
Absolutely not, because I didn't say it out of a negative. I really want to help him because I do believe in psychotherapy. I've seen him benefit from it, but he's holding back. That's an indication of holding back, and I wanted to say that to him because I wanted to help him. I sincerely wanted to help him because he needs to complete that process of healing.
So you're starting to sort of spur that, get into his head.
I wanted him to think about it, to ask those questions. Ultimately, my job isn't to give you the answers, it's to make you ask the right questions about yourself. I have to do it to myself, too, so.
Fun time today, Dale. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Wolfie, another great discovery by you. Good work, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.
Take care, everybody.
Gary, why don't you believe that this guy is corrected in his analysis of you?
I didn't say it was all wrong. I mean, the part about my mother is right, but I think that his perception of my sexual being is based on a lot of stuff that has been told on the air, which is mostly truth, but I didn't agree with it, but I can understand how he can come up with that idea. I can swear on the life of my children that I'm not into like any weirdness, like he was saying, like urinating and spanking. I find spanking to be, to me, I've always thought the dumbest fucking thing in the world. And I remember when Howard would talk about this, was that Master Bill spanking video? I thought to myself, if anything, what a bore. Like, I remember watching it because Howard always talked about it, and I thought, why would I want to spank when I could be having sex? Like, to me, I find a lot of these weird sexual things are sort of putting off what you're there to do. I find them boring. But I like him. I like this guy. I think he's really good.
How would you classify yourself sexually?
Adventurous, but not crazy. I think would be a great way. And when I say adventurous, I mean within my little bubble. I mean, I'm not so adventurous. I'm gonna I wouldn't be interested in me, another guy, and a woman. I'm not that adventurous.
There are boundaries, many of them.
Well, everyone has their own wacky boundaries.
Right, but more conventional boundaries than this.
I think that in the grand scheme of things, people would be surprised to find that I'm probably more conventional in that area than they might think. When I was young and out there doing, sure, we messed around, but I don't have any weird stories. I've never had any almost sort of, group sex or gay thing or anything like that, and like I said, it's not as weird as people might think. But I like this guy anyway.
Why allow people like this to get under your skin?
It's not under my skin, dude.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you just answer to him about your training and let him know that you've done a good job? But why let him?
I like to know he's protected.
Ron, let's just clear your good name once and for all.
Let's not.
No, but this guy's attempting to put words in your mouth, tell you how well trained or unprepared you might be.
Please, give me a break with this shit. Okay. There's nothing. I got nothing to say about it, and that's the end of it. Okay.
Fair enough.
I want to know who this guy protected and saved lives. Whose life is saved?
Are you implying that you've saved lives?
Speak with words.
Have you saved a life?
What's that?
Have you ever had to save Howard's or anyone else's life?
Just read the newspapers from back in the 90s. That's all I keep saying.
Okay. I'm going to break out my microfiche. I'm going to look that up. Be back in a little bit. Ron, why don't you want to talk to this guy?
I got no reason to talk to him, and that's it. Goodbye. What the fuck?
But it's making you look worse by now.
I don't care. This guy means nothing to me. Wolfing is a piece of shit under my shoe. He shouldn't even be in there. He's got nothing to do with this. Because he brought a guest in? He shouldn't be in there. He's got nothing to do with this.
But why not clear your good name? Why not?
Oh, Greg, stop it with your nonsense already. Stop with the clearing my good name bullshit. All right? God, the guy's a fucking unbelievable.
What about him makes you not want to speak to him? Because you'll speak to other people like Howard says. I
got nothing to say to him.
Why? Why him specifically?
I got nothing to say to him.
What don't you like about him?
Oh, God. Jesus Christ, man. Give it a rest.
I should mention that Jeffrey Ross is coming in at 8 o'clock. I love Jeffrey. Jeff Ross is a guy who goes to all those roasts. He's mostly known for roasting.
He's a great roaster, yes.
He actually was at the Roseanne Bar roast that occurred yesterday. I was talking about a little earlier that Tom Arnold showed up and was really, really funny, according to the newspaper. Did
you see the picture of Jeffrey in the paper the other day?
Yeah, he went to the Roseanne roast dressed as what's the coach's name? I can't think of it.
Like Paterno.
Paterno, Joe Paterno. He went dressed as Joe Paterno.
And he had his arms around two young boys.
Yeah, during the roast. Those roasts, I mean, he consistently kills it. And I was reading some article where we'll talk to him about this. His preparation for a roast goes into the months, not weeks. I mean, and you can hear it. I mean, he comes up with these perfect jokes. It's phenomenal format for him. right? I mean, who knew of Jeffrey Ross till he started these roasts?
No, it was the roast that put him on the map.
And he's terrific at it. I mean, he's awesome. So anyway, Jeffrey Ross coming in. Maybe he'll have some stories.
Hi. Oh, good morning, Jeff.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you this morning?
Oh, man, I am top of the world.
I haven't seen you in a while.
It's been too long.
How are things?
Things are great. Things are really good. The rule was David Arquette had to come on 48 more times before I could come on.
It's an automatic?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Hi, guys.
Are you going to let Howard know about that it's been a little bit ridiculous that...
In case they ask me to roast them, I'm not going to just jump in on them because I'm a guest. I want to be a good guest.
Okay.
But, if these things come up, I'm loaded with a few killer roast jokes.
You've got some verbal ammo.
That's right. Always.
We'd expect nothing less from you.
I really appreciate that. It's great to be here, everybody. What's up, Howard fans? Good to be here. Good to be here at WNBC 6660 AM.
WNBC.
First time I ever heard Howard, he was interviewing the Beastie Boys in the 80s.
Wow.
And now here I am, as a grown man, coming back. It's cool.
All right, sir. We'll see you in the studio.
Beyond excited to be here. Beyond. Nervous almost, biting my nails. Just the exhilaration of being back in the King's lair.
Well, Jeff Ross is here. He's fresh from the Roseanne roast. I played you... it happened just the other night, like 2 nights ago. Hey, Jeff. Look good. You lost a little weight since I last saw you.
Usually the roasts are on a Sunday night. I don't know when they did
The roast was... When was the roast of Roseanne?
Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
I played your segment from there. It was hysterical.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, they sent it over to me. It was good to hear you. Good Lord, that roasting has made you huge, right?
It's our new national pastime.
For a long time, the rap on roasters, young guys doing roast, they weren't hard enough on people. They weren't angry enough. There was a period of time where roasting started to fall apart. Like, people were actually going on and being friendly to the guy they were roasting. And then they started calling in real comics to do it. And because I remember the D. Martin roasts were vicious. But then it got nice. Everyone didn't want to, is it hard to say something really shitty about someone to their face?
I would only say it to their face.
Right. You don't talk behind people's back.
It's hypocritical. A true roast master says it right to him.
But when you were looking at Carrie Fisher and you say, "Hey, Carrie, gravity, the force is still with you, but it's gravity," which implies that she's a fucking mess. And there's some truth in that. I mean, she doesn't look like Carrie Fisher anymore.
Right.
That is harsh. I mean, you can feel a woman close up on you, right? When you start doing that.
The only time I ever, at one of these things, had some jokes and balked and stopped was when Farrah Fawcett was at the William Shatner roast. I had all these jokes about how terrible she looked, and she looked beautiful, and it took me right back to when I was a kid, and I just couldn't get the joke.
Is that right?
Yeah.
In other words, it felt disingenuous to make fun of her for looking bad when she looked good.
And I worshipped her my whole life.
You couldn't go through with it. But some celebrities do get angry with you.
Occasionally, but rarely.
Penny
a
Marshall?
lot of them...
That's the one I heard. Penny Marshall.
She got mad at you?
What did you say to Penny Marshall to freak her out?
Well, I learned a lesson on that one, Howard, because
good.
It's just what we're saying. It was behind her back. It happened. She got mad at me twice.
Okay.
The first one was at a roast for Rob Reiner, who she used to be married to.
Right.
Who maybe they have kids together or something. And
I don't think they do, but
I don't have.
I'm not sure, but I was roasting Rob Reiner at a Friars Club roast, which are very brutal.
Right.
And I said, I don't even know how to roast you, Rob Reiner. I mean, how do you even embarrass a guy who married Penny Marshall?
Right.
What was your wedding song? How much is that doggy in the window?
Oh.
That's the stuff.
That's terrible.
So then about a few months later, I was in Las Vegas doing a private roast.
You do a lot of those.
Yeah.
You mean an executive will hire you to roast him?
In this case, it was the owner of the Sacramento Kings, the Maloofs.
The Maloof brothers.
Yeah.
When they pay you, and I imagine they pay you a lot to do this, because I was telling Robin earlier, you spend months sometimes preparing for a roast, right?
Of course.
Like you don't just take it lightly and go and plug in a guy's name. You spend time thinking about that.
It's like going to battle.
Right. So if you're going to do the Maloof brothers, you got to research them. You write all your jokes yourself, and then you spend months working on it. So you probably charge a lot of fucking money to the Maloof brothers to do this.
When I got off the plane, they met me at the cab stand, just like old Vegas. George Maloof put his arm around me and he walked me to the cage in the casino, and he pulled out the money. He called for some money. He paid me in chips and cash.
Oh, are you
It was
kidding?
old school.
Wow. And when they do that, so when someone's paying you a lot of money, you don't hold back on them. You really blast them, right?
Of course.
So do they ever say to you, but don't go too hard on me?
No. You want to roast people who want it.
Right, you would
I don't
think.
take the wimpy roast. I don't do that.
So when you do the Maloof brothers, or you do that guy from Virgin Air,
I roasted Richard Branson one time.
Privately.
He didn't like it either.
He didn't like it?
Well, here, let me just tell you what happened with Penny.
Right, go ahead.
So the Maloofs say, we want to be roasted in front of all the high rollers and all our big supporters for the Kings, and they own the casino. So I got my jokes. I've been working weeks on it. I'm excited. I'm getting a prime spot right in the middle of the lineup, and there's Penny Marshall. So by now she must have heard about the joke I said at the other roast.
Right.
So she starts heckling me before I even get to the podium. He's an ass. Fuck him. Don't let him talk. Shut him down. Trying to shut me down like we're in British Parliament or something.
It's a comedy show.
And she's just sort of, it seemed like she was just whacked out of her head on something. She was sitting on Vince Neil's lap.
Who wouldn't want to be on Vince Neil's lap? And she was yelling at you.
She was
really doesn't
shouting me down.
Do you go up to them afterwards and say, look, explain yourself, that it's a roast, you're hired to write these jokes, I'm sorry you were collateral
They
damage?
didn't give me that opportunity. I said that she started coming towards the podium, and I just stopped it. And I said, whoa, which one were you, Lenny or Squiggy? And she just spun around and sat back down, and I was walked out the back. I never made it to the after party.
They protected you.
Were
They
you
protected
nervous?
her. They kicked me out.
Have you ever gone to parties where someone comes up to you and says, hey, you're really shitty to me?
No.
It's a tough thing. Sometimes you walk, it's like, I saw you at Jimmy Kimmel's party. That's the last time I saw you.
Yeah.
And you were about to go on the road with Charlie Sheen. The story was, I don't think I'm saying anything out of school here, but Charlie was doing a tour. He was the biggest thing in the country, but he went out to try to do stand-up, and as we know, that takes years and years of perfecting. And he was bombing.
Every night.
So he got the idea to bring you out on stage. He hired you to come out on stage.
He called me at your party.
Did he actually call at the party?
I was at the party, drinking and having fun.
Right.
Big party. And, obviously, there's a lot to... I didn't want to... My phone rings. I had a hunch he was going to be calling.
Right.
And... Jeff, it's Charlie Sheen, very intense. It sounds like Apocalypse Now every time he calls.
Right. And, it's always intense.
Hey, I have a show in Atlantic City tomorrow night, and everyone's saying you'd be great to wrangle the crowd and keep the crowd at bay. Could you come and be the moderator and interview me? And I'm like, Charlie, man, it's sort of not my thing, but what if, about 20 minutes into the show, when things start to get a little hairy.
20 minutes. How about a minute in? Bring you out right away. Did he actually make it 20 minutes?
You're leaving him out there way too long. Yeah.
They probably put you out like within 5 minutes, but go ahead.
So I said, if I can roast you, and he's like, and I said, I got to say whatever I want. And he said, okay, done. 6 a.m. flight to Philly, and we'll pick you up. And
do
he
you
said,
get
what do you
paid
need?
for that gig?
Sure.
Yeah.
And I said, I need a hazmat suit and a podium.
Yeah. So there you go to his show. Now, when you arrive, is it really no holds barred? You can say whatever you want about Charlie Sheen?
Well, now it's 15 minutes before showtime. I still haven't met Charlie Sheen, and they finally summoned me up to his suite. There's like 4,000 people at the Trump Marino loading in. I've been working on jokes from the party all the way to the flight, all the way, from the airport. I've just got scribbled stuff everywhere, and whatever people gave me at the party on my way out.
Do you read off the notes when you do the roast? You can do that, right? That's allowable, right?
I feel like at a roast, it shows respect if you took some time to write some
stuff out.
Right.
Were people at Jimmy's party giving you ideas on what you should do?
Yeah, Norm was giving me stuff. I remember George Clooney was there, and his big thing for me was to tell me, well, be careful what you say. Don't say anything that you're going to regret if Charlie dies.
But seriously, saying that to you before you go to roast someone is really kind of deadly, because you can't if it's going to really be funny, you've got to get to the biting truth.
Sure.
You've got to really wreck the person.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine, like, I wouldn't want you roasting me because the shit that you say is... Look, every time I hear you, it's real. You're hitting some real truths.
Right.
And so if you were roasting me, I know that it's not going to be different for me.
It would hit you somewhere where it would hurt.
It's going to be really bad shit about me that I maybe don't even want to hear.
That's a different style. That's not my style. My
isn't?
style, Howard, is for everyone. You're guest of honor. If you're the guest of honor, I want everyone to leave that roast saying, that was so much fun. I hope we do that again someday. And I want you'd go home and you would tell your wife and your family all the jokes and go, there would be jokes you would love. Backhanded when I roasted Hef, do you think he went home saying, oh my God? He went home saying, God, I love that.
He probably had a better sense of humor than I do. I don't think I'd hold up well at a roast, honestly.
But there are some people on the Comedy Central roast, they back out because they can't take it.
That's true. Who's too mean at these? Are there people who go over the line in your opinion? Because you work with kind of the same people. You'll work with Whitney Cummings. You'll work with
Lisa
Lampanelli. You'll work with the late. I thought he was
Greg
great.
Giraldo.
Yeah,
Greg Giraldo was a great roaster.
Good roaster.
Gilbert,
yeah.
you'll work with. Are there some people who go too far?
I do. I don't think there's a too far, Howard. I think sometimes there's a too much. I'll hit. Milton Berle, after my first roast, he said they only remember the home runs.
Right.
Hit them with 1 or 2 wows, and you don't have to hit them 8 times on the size of their vagina. That was my only beef with Whitney after she tore into Pam Anderson's vagina for half an hour. I was like, she's our guest. Just hit her with 1 or 2 and then move on.
So you have a line that you won't cross.
Well, I have an amount.
So you felt Whitney would say, let me understand, Whitney would say 50 times Pam Anderson's vagina is all stretched out.
Right. And then until Pam Anderson's ready to leave. And I'm like, we're supposed to be having fun.
See, that I'm surprised to hear that because sometimes it seems like maybe you're right. Maybe you don't pound the person to death, but it seems like you do because you hit them with a 1-2 punch right away. Yeah, it's remarkable. I love the roast and I love all of that. So getting back... No, go ahead.
And they're healing sometimes. I mean...
They are?
I feel like people sort of... For Charlie Sheen, for instance, it was a reset button for him.
Yeah, we'll get back to Charlie Sheen because maybe it was healing for Roseanne and Tom Arnold. She finally allowed Tom Arnold this time around, the one that hasn't aired yet.
Yeah.
She allowed him on stage, and the stuff I read in the paper was really funny between the two of them.
Funny and emotional.
Right.
He was quivering. She sat back in her seat. It was like there was a real authenticity to what was happening, and I was surprised. I had no idea what was going to happen, and it was alive.
Did you not know that he was going to be allowed to walk out?
No.
You didn't know?
I suspected, and I asked Joel Gallen the night before because I had a hunch that something could be up because I saw the executives sort of running around on their phones.
Right.
And they told me definitively no. So they surprised me, which is hard to do.
Well, because she had insisted that he be the only person not allowed to roast her. And when he was on my show, he had brought it up that he thought it would be a great idea if he roasted her, but he had been told no. So.
Well, I love Tom, but he's been out of work so long, he forgot you have to be offered a gig before you turn it down.
Yeah, right. Because he was on my show, he was killing on the show, and I said, man, that would be such a great moment if he came out. But I really never thought it would happen.
Yeah.
So get back to Charlie Sheen. So you get back to his dressing room.
I'm in his the show's 15 minutes away.
Right.
And I meet him, and he's got one eye on a baseball game and one eye on me. And I
Not nervous at all.
No, couldn't care less about this tour that is going down like the Titanic. He's got
That's great.
Thousands of people sold out. They're buying T-shirts, the Torpedo of Truth,
and he has nothing to say.
Nothing. He goes out in a baseball shirt, a Philadelphia baseball shirt. We're in New Jersey.
You don't do that.
Just the whole thing.
Right.
And he comes out and winning and Tiger Blood. He's got this little shtick he does in the beginning.
Right.
So he says, I'll do all that. And then I said, okay, well, when it starts to get a little weird, because it's been getting weird every night, and they've been trying to get me to do this for a while.
Right.
I said, all right, that's when I'll come out and I'll do I'll roll out a podium and we'll start and Chuck Zito walks up to me, who I don't know at this point.
Right.
And he walks right up to me. he puts, you've seen his fist, Howard.
Right. He's a very big man, yeah.
And he's a very intimidating guy. And he walks right up to me and he puts his fist against my nose and he said, make sure the jokes aren't too mean.
Wow.
And Sheen goes, hey, Chuck, he's with us. It's okay, he's with us.
He's allowed to be mean.
Gee.
So I was very intimidated.
Was Chuck doing it jokingly, or no? It was not a joke.
Chuck was protecting his guy.
Did Chuck realize that you are a karate black belt? Aren't you a actual karate black belt?
I got a black belt in Taekwondo at 10 and a half years old.
At 10 and a half
At 10 and a half.
How do you think I have the confidence to bust balls?
Do you still
That's
practice?
what I told your bullying guys. They should teach the kids, bully victims should learn karate and then also learn roasting.
Is that why you learned karate? Were you bullied as a kid?
Yes.
You were, and your parents said
Now,
to you...
did this help?
My mother dragged me to karate school. I was crying and screaming, didn't want to go.
And she said, no, you're going.
Right.
And you might probably thank her now because you know this skill.
Every day.
Do you keep up with it?
No.
You do not?
That's what I was going to say.
It gives you a certain confidence. I can defend myself. I'm not going to throw flying snap kicks anymore, but if somebody threw a punch at me, I could defend myself.
That's great.
And whoever I'm with. I'm with.
And isn't it true, even to this day, you can beat up any 10-year-old right now? Like if I brought 5 10-year-olds in here, you could probably take them out. So Chuck says to you, hey, you better take it easy. Charlie says to you, listen, it's okay. And so roast you did. And how
the show comes out. The show, Charlie goes out, and he's doing fine. He's doing his shtick for about 15 minutes. And suddenly somebody in the middle of this giant arena goes, refund! I want a refund! And Charlie doesn't have the stand-up skills to stop everything he's doing and to go through.
Right.
He stops and he goes, who said that? So now you got 3,000 people on a jumbotron, and he goes, come up here. So some guy runs out of the crowd. Charlie reaches into his pocket and gives the guy a $100 refund. So what happens?
But what? So they bring you out?
No, 80 people start rushing the stage looking for refunds. So then the stage manager throws me out there, and I walk out in a full head-to-toe hazmat suit.
Right.
And I have a microphone, and I pull the mask down, and I said, hey, everybody, my name's Jeff Ross. They call me the Roast Master General. And Charlie says, what the fuck are you doing here? And I go, Charlie, these people paid good money for a comedy show. They deserve a comedy show, and no one deserves to be roasted more than the Warlock. And he goes, okay, and he agrees, and they roll out a podium.
Oh, that's great.
And I went to town on him for 20 minutes.
What was the worst thing you said? Does anything come into your memory bank that you said about Charlie Sheen that really was just fucking brutal?
If you're winning, then this must not be a child custody hearing.
There was nothing winning about Charlie.
That was right in the middle of the child custody hearing, right in the middle of the tour. It was the worst time of his life. And I must say, no one in the history of roasting has been as good a sport as Charlie Sheen, because he let me roast him every night in 8 different cities. I got meaner in every city, and then he let me roast him on Comedy Central. And on top of that, we watched the roast together. That's how much he loves the punishment.
You went over to his place?
Yeah.
Were there hot chicks loaded in there? We all assumed that Charlie... There were.
Yeah.
So you go over to watch him being roasted with him.
Yeah.
And he's got hot chicks all around.
Everywhere.
And does he share the hot chicks with you, or is he just kind of like that his thing? Or
They're all his.
Yeah.
It's not that he shares or doesn't share. It's just it's sort of around.
It's the scene.
Like appetizers.
Right. So you became friendly with Charlie after all of this.
He puts the harming and charming, I used to
Well, and when so after you do your thing, I don't know, how long did you do your thing on stage with Charlie? Half hour?
No, 15, 20 minutes.
And then he goes back to his live show?
Then I would stay there and just to kill the last half hour of the show, because, you know,
he had nothing to do.
I would do a thing, I would speed roast. I'd say, who wants to ask Charlie a question? Some wisdom from the Warlock, just some nonsense to get through the show. And people would come lining up. And I'd say, to talk to Charlie or to hug Charlie or kiss Charlie or ask him a question, you got to go through me. Right. And I would just sort of up and down speed roast these nudniks who came to the Charlie Sheen show.
You mean you would roast them off the cuff?
Yeah.
Can you do? Are you? I sense that you said you had to prepare and for months and months and months. But if I said to you, go roast, Fred right now,
right?
Would you be able to, off the top of your head, roast him for a few minutes?
Probably.
You could.
Yeah.
I mean, what would you say? There's nothing funny about Fred. How could you? What could you possibly say? Look him in the eye and roast him right now. Let's see a good.
He's
sport.
a nudnik who's come to the podium.
Go ahead.
Oh my God! Look at this, Fred. How are you?
Doing fine, my friend.
I loved you on To Catch a Predator. Good luck.
Very good.
He's a scary-looking guy. I don't want to make fun of him. He looks like he would have somebody killed.
Yeah, right.
No, you're doing good over there, Fred.
How did you know he was on To Catch a Predator? I didn't even know you knew that about him. That's awesome.
It's I have a whole stand-up special where I speed roast people one after the other from every city.
Yeah. Well, now has that aired?
It airs on Saturday.
This Saturday,
Yeah.
it's a stand-up special where you'll knock on a celebrity's door, for example, and roast them?
No.
That's not this.
I'm on stage in any city. I did 8 cities.
Right.
And I do some jokes about that city, and then I invite anyone who wants to come on stage for 15 seconds of pain. And I did 8 cities, and it's all cut together.
Oh, that's
Frost
great.
Roasts America.
Is that on Comedy Central?
Saturday night at 11.
Beautiful. I'll watch that.
Thanks, man.
I mean, when you look at a guy like me, I'm almost unroastable because, A, I'm handsome as hell.
Sure.
B, the women love me. And I'm not that controversial. So it would be difficult for you to come up with a line right now off the top of your head, wouldn't it?
No, I'd probably talk mostly about. I like to talk about what's going ahead. Not
what would you say about me? Go, let me see if I could be a good sport. I will try. What could you possibly say about me? That would be
Howard Stern almost got into a fist fight with Howie Mandel. That's quite an opponent there. A fist fight with a guy who doesn't like to be touched. You're really tough, Howard.
See, I can handle that.
You can
that's
handle
fine.
that one?
Oh, yeah, that's easy. I mean, that's nothing. I mean, that almost makes me look good.
But I wouldn't want to turn it up as a guest because then
Turn
you
it
might
up.
get it.
Blast me one real good one.
Give it up for Howard Stern, the ugliest motherfucker on the planet. That's not even a joke. That's a fact, Howard.
That's it? I could handle that.
I wrote some notes down. You want me to roast you properly?
Yeah, go ahead.
Really?
Roast me.
Can
roast
I?
me. Yeah, go ahead.
He
go ahead.
wrote notes.
I work on these things.
Seriously? I had no idea. I want to see if I could take it.
I would speed roast nudniks. I don't speed roast legends. Legends I prepare for.
Oh, really? Okay, well, so go ahead and give it to me, and don't hold back, but I can guarantee you at some point I'm going to tell you I can't take it.
Raise your hand when you can. Like, have
Can I
a
raise
kill
my
sign
hand?
like an S&M situation.
What would be a word I could yell out if I can't take it anymore? Have Chuck Zito walk in for a second and punch you right in the head. Go ahead.
Thanks, Howard. But with all due respect, the Howard Stern roast is not the same without Bob Levy butchering my introduction. Great to be back, Howard. It's been so long. After my last time on this show, they said I couldn't come back until David Arquette had 48 more fucking appearances.
All right, I can handle that. Kind of, yeah.
They come from a place of love, Howard, because I love the show. It's not an angry roast. That's not my style.
I see.
Robin's not here today. There's no one here to fake laugh at my jokes and step on the punchlines.
He asked to be roasted, not me.
Yeah, right. That was me, but go ahead.
There's no minorities in the studio. The closest thing you have to a person of color are the brown stains on Tim's fingers. Gate story was so gross. Who thought Sabian would cause more body fluids to fly than the Sibian?
How do you shit like that?
I don't know.
How does it fly out of your ass onto the walls and on the light
And the
switches?
light switch.
What
It's
is that?
good. It's like, what's it called? Spin arm. Remember spin arm when you were a kid?
You ever shit like that? Where does that come from?
It seems like, he shat and then walked around the room or something. It's like a lot. I never heard a story like that on the radio.
Me neither.
But let's face it, you guys beat that topic more than Fred Willard beat his cock.
What was that? I mean, what's going on with
Fred?
him?
I love Fred.
Who goes to a theater to beat off anymore? It seems crazy.
I think he's having fun. He's got an artistic...
What is that about, though? I asked him to come on. He went on Jimmy Fallon. I really didn't get any answers. I asked him to come on this show. He declined.
Oh.
I just want to know, why go to a theater to beat off? I mean, is it to meet other people?
I don't think so. I think he was probably bored, had a couple drinks, and was having some fun.
All right. Okay.
I've jerked off in weird places, haven't you?
I'm very proud. I'm afraid someone will see how small my cock is.
Where have you jerked
Where
off?
have you jerked off in a weird place?
Let me think. Chuck E. Cheese.
You did?
No.
I believe it.
That would be a weird place.
Where have you jerked off? That's weird.
In a pool.
You did?
Yeah.
Not your own pool. Someone else's.
I once jerked off in the ocean.
Remind me not to invite you to my house. Am I done being roasted? Did I survive that? I mean, I don't feel that I got roasted that bad.
Robin, we need you back here. Without you, who will they ever get to Google the news? Even in Robin's absence, we still get all those great Robin songs. Everyone wants to fuck Robin. The only people who want to fuck Howard are those serious executives.
See, I like that.
Those execs are crazy to mess with you, Howard. Where else are they going to find someone willing to work 4 hours a day, 3 days a week? When you cut back, Howard, on your schedule, do you even think about who you were hurting? With so many shows, there's barely enough new material for Jay Leno to steal.
Now, you're friendly with Jay Leno, right?
No.
Oh, you're not?
I mean, I'm friendly when I see him, but I haven't been on a show since '96.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, your career is bigger than ever. You've really proven to be a great comic. Why the fuck are you not on the
I wrote them a note. I wrote the bookers a note early on when they took over the primetime show.
Right.
They were looking for comics to do panel and stuff, and I threw my hat in the ring. They were interested, and I said, I want to play in the. I wrote Ross Marks, the booker, an email. I said, I want to play in the big leagues, and he wrote me back, get a bigger bat.
Wow.
So I just
he
stopped.
roasted you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. You know, I would even think in terms of like with the roast and the attention you're getting that even if Jay just had you on to do 5 minutes and then you just fucking blasted him, you know, I would think that would be a great segment, no?
Yeah. You know, to be honest with you, I have my pals in late night now, and it's okay.
Who are your pals in late night?
I love the Jimmy Kimmel. I'm going to be on next week.
Jimmy adores you.
Yeah, he's been a good pal for a long time, and always in my corner.
Right.
And on my team, whatever I do when things are up or down, and that's a real friend. So, to me, that's enough.
Yeah, and I was actually surprised you were even allowed into the party at the big party.
Jimmy invited him?
Jimmy invited. I said, boy, Jeff's really, you never know. You never know. No, I was actually glad to see you there, and it was kind of fun to socialize a bit. That was some party, right?
That was the greatest, man. Just
Why was
singing
it so
karaoke. Because when else do you see Rickles with his guard down and Norm hanging out, Norm Macdonald? It was just the comics. To me, it's I don't care about the movie stars. You know, that's not my thing. But when you see comics sort of unguarded, I love the fraternity of it.
It's funny you say that. You know who I ended up sitting on a couch for most of the evening with talking to is this guy, Louis C.K.
Yeah.
And he seems like a very genuine guy to me. Are you friendly with him?
We started out together. I consider him a friend.
And I had a great conversation with him. Maybe you're right. And Norm, too. Norm's another great guy. What did he say to you? Did you remember what he said did he give you advice about Charlie Sheen? You said, what was his advice?
Who?
Norm Macdonald, the night that we were at the party.
I remember him just started pitching me jokes. I can't remember what they were. And
were they good?
I don't remember them being stuff I used, but just having Norm sort of engage in what I'm doing is the best. And I just started making fun of his jacket.
Were you nervous going on the Charlie Sheen thing at all?
Yes, on the first one, but once I got in the rhythm of it, when I'm prepared, I'm not nervous.
Yeah.
When I'm going into things sort of half-assed, then I get nervous.
What makes a great roaster? The guy's got to have a great delivery. It's like everybody could have the same jokes. There's, people write jokes.
It's the timing.
It's the timing, right? It's
confidence.
Right.
I love Amy Schumer. She opened the roast Saturday night.
Right.
For Roseanne. And we had a couple very similar jokes.
Right.
And I started cutting them in my head. And then I said, you know what? I'm just going to do them. And I'm going to do them with confidence. Who knows what they'll use in the edit? So why break my script apart? I'm just going to do it with the confidence and gravitas of the roast master, and it worked.
So they don't work that out ahead of time. You don't sit down with all of the fellow roasters and say, look, here's my material, here's your material, and you work it up, because it seems like a horror scene. If you've got to sit there and cut jokes as people are going, you might have some killer material.
That's the game, though. It's awesome. It's
you
tough.
like that.
I love the energy of that, and the fact that you got to be on your feet, and you got to be engaged, and you got to be in the moment.
When you're sitting there on the dais and Amy Schumer goes and she does a joke so similar to the one you're doing, you just sit there and go, oh, fuck me. Yeah. I mean, that takes a long time to create a joke. It's not like you can write it in 3 seconds.
That's why I like to go on a little later.
Why?
Because then I can roast the roast. What if somebody bombs? What if something crazy happens?
Do you sit there and write as you go along? Like, in other words, you do. So if Amy Schumer went and tanked, then you got 50 Amy Schumer lines.
Right.
But you can write it that quick.
I had a great joke in case someone tanked. Hey, Gilbert, if you're going to tweet about a disaster tonight, tweet about Amy Schumer's set. You know?
Right. But she was good.
She was great.
And it didn't work.
So I dropped that one and made it about Ellen Barkin's makeup.
Somehow you work it in. How long do you go on for? Like 3 to 5 minutes?
I went on for about 8 minutes.
8 minutes?
There was a lot to work with there.
Do they cut that down, or they just run the whole 8 minutes?
I think they'll run most of it because it was pretty fun. And
I mean, the segment I ran this morning, maybe I should run it now.
You know, I was dressed as Joe Paterno.
Yeah, we
now-
talked about that.
Now that seemed pretty controversial that you would show up dressed as Joe Paterno. And did anyone have any doubts about you doing that?
I did. I struggled with it for a while.
But why did you struggle? Because you thought maybe too soon?
No, not too soon, but I don't want it to be misconstrued as glorifying those guys. I wanted everyone to understand that it's my way of expressing my freedom of speech. A lot of comics have been apologizing and second-guessing their imaginations lately.
Right.
And that troubled me. And Roseanne represents unapologetic comedy.
Right.
So I thought it would tie together in a way that could be funny and also impactful.
You know,
Who knew it was that deep?
Right. Who knew? I just said, but you're right. I remember going on Letterman and making an OJ joke. It was right as soon as this murder occurred, double homicide occurred, and I went right on that night and I did a OJ thing. And Letterman came down pretty hard on me. He said, you shouldn't make fun of a double homicide. You know, and I was like, oh, fuck, great. You know, I mean, I just got chastised on television. And yet 3 nights later, everyone started it, including Letterman, with the OJ jokes.
Right.
And so I still feel glad that I did it because it was history proved me right.
You know, you asked me if I write my own material very early on.
Yep.
I write it, but I also, at this point, because of my reputation, everywhere I go, people offer me ideas now.
Right.
The cab driver will give me a joke, and then Sarah Silverman will give me a joke. And you start to get ideas and influences, and I feel like I'm roasting Roseanne vicariously for all the fans and comics.
So Sarah hears that you're going to be on the Roseanne roast,
Right.
and she's known to do roasts too, but she, I guess, didn't want to do this one or didn't get asked to do this one.
She doesn't particularly like him.
I don't know about that. Does she not?
No,
like
she
them?
talked about it with us.
She did. She said
I think
she
she
didn't.
loves them as a fan, but I think, you know, being up there isn't really something she looks forward to.
Right. So she calls you up and says,
No,
"Hey,
we had lunch, and we'll just start bullshitting about the roast."
Right. And then she says something great.
Yeah.
And then do you have to ask permission? Do you say, "Hey, can I use that?"
No, she's saying it so I use it, hoping I use it.
Wow. And she doesn't have that possessive thing like, I want to save this for myself.
No, she's waiting and watching the roast, waiting to hear her jokes so she can tell her friends, and she's very, very supportive like that.
When you did Dancing with the Stars, you were voted out the first guy out. What did that say to you? It's a popularity contest. Is it that a lot of people in America didn't know you, or were you just a really shitty dancer?
How dare you?
Were you awful at dancing?
I happen to think I'm a good dancer.
So what happened? What went wrong?
I got
there?
hurt.
You got injured.
Yeah.
How did you hurt yourself? You're dancing.
You were practicing, and your dance partner,
Edita,
who
What'd
has
she do to you?
some body, right?
The most beautiful woman.
Did you hit on her at all?
She's married.
Oh, she is. But did you hit on her at
Yes.
all? You did. Couldn't get anywhere.
We loved each other, but in a way that was obviously, you know.
Is it erotic when you?
It couldn't be realized.
When you're in a rehearsal with a woman that hot, I mean, she's hot, Edita. I know what you're talking about.
Inside and out, wonderful person.
Okay. When you're dancing with and they're scantily clad, and you're wearing a pair of, I don't know, sweatpants.
No, you're wearing, and tight pants. And
do you get a boner at all practicing with her?
Not the practicing, because you're trying to remember your moves, the warming up, the stretching.
If she stretches
She did
you?
one move with me, boy. You know, she would. We would stretch, and I don't know if you do yoga, but when you do this thing where you grab someone's ankles,
right?
Go
Go
up
ahead.
like this.
So
now I'm looking up like this,
right?
And it was just,
and she's on her back on the floor,
and you're doing these kind of stretches, or she'd warm up and she'd change in front of me. You know, you're together everywhere for 2 months warming up,
and you pop a boner.
You definitely get excited.
Yeah, and do you apologize? Do you say to her, "Look, I'm so"? I mean, what do you do in that situation?
I would just ignore it. I would just play through it.
But she sees it.
Walk it off.
I mean, I'm assuming she sees it.
I think she probably, in some way, loves it.
Right.
She wants to know that her stuff is working.
No, it's working all right. No, she's super hot. So you were practicing with her, and I guess one of her fingernails got in your eye?
She, we did the same routine for months. You know, we're working it out. If I go on the road, she came with me.
Wow.
I lost a lot of weight. And, my thinking was all the great roast masters before me, they were full entertainers. They could sing and dance. And, I wanted to sort of pay tribute to that. So I was like, all right, I'm going to try to learn something new.
Okay.
And I got the routine down. We were doing Play That Funky Music.
Right.
And it was so exciting. Live TV. I'm in my trailer. It's a few hours from showtime. Chris Rock calls and he says, I'm watching with my daughters. Let me give you some advice. And he said, fuck the dancing and write some jokes.
He always knows what to say to make you feel confident, doesn't he?
So we go to camera blocking. The live show's a few hours away. And while I'm in makeup, editor goes and gets her nails done. Polish woman, long, beautiful fingernails. And the last move, Howard, is me down here. I go, bam, on the very last move. As my hands come out, her hands come out over my head, and her fingernail
catches your eye.
Catches my eye, and I had what's it called? A cornea, sliced.
A sliced cornea.
And I go down on the ground, and I'm laying on the ground, like wiggling around, and everyone's laughing because they all think I'm hamming it up or playing around.
Wow!
And 15 minutes goes by, and I'm not opening the eye.
Oh!
And now I go to the ambulance, and
maybe she wasn't loving the stretching. Maybe it was a payback for the boner. But go ahead. Yeah, you go to the ambulance,
and I go to the hospital, and then I go to a specialist, and he basically says, you can't dance. You have to. And now I'm like, this is I've been working months on this.
Yeah.
And word starts to get out and stuff like that because people saw an ambulance come out of Dancing with the Stars already,
Right.
just an audience lining up and stuff.
Yeah.
And I start
Why
getting
couldn't
calls.
you dance? Because your eye was so injured that you could have risked further injury?
I guess when you rip your cornea like that, you can't move your eye around.
Right.
You're
The
moving.
light. I could sit in here, but I could. The lights, the cameras, it's just so painful. So I had to wear a
eye patch.
Eye patch.
Yeah.
And I said, if I can walk, I can dance, I told editor.
Right.
And I said, the show must go on. And the producer, Conrad, said, the show's going on, just without you. What are you talking about?
What do you mean the show must go on? We weren't stopping it, narcissist.
And actually, Kimmel said, dance, you'll be a hero.
Right.
Like a schmuck. I'm like, all right.
You let Kimmel give you advice?
Right.
Right.
Dancing, no less.
Dancing advice.
And that's what happened. I went out and I danced poorly.
Right.
People started
With your
sending money.
iPad.
Are you saying in rehearsal you really were a lot better?
I'm still a good dancer.
Why don't
I
you?
love to dance more than anything.
Don't you?
Why
think,
don't they bring you back?
Yeah,
that would have been a good idea.
Yeah, why don't they give you? In fairness, isn't there some new superstar season coming up where they're pulling in the best dancers from each series? You should get a chance at doing that. I am your advocate right now.
Thank you very much. Howard.
Absolutely.
The last time you said something like that about me, it worked out too. Every time you plug something
What was
good
that?
happens for me. This is years ago. I told a story about roasting. I don't remember which one. And you said you should write a book about roasting.
Yeah, and you did.
And a month later, I had a deal.
Yeah, how'd that book do?
Well,
it did well, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was. You've taught people how to roast, haven't you? You on the Bachelor. I remember seeing you.
He was on The Bachelor?
He taught the Bachelorettes or the Bachelors to roast, right?
Roasting isn't about celebrities all the time. It's also about roasting your friends and colleagues and coworkers. And
I'll tell you what.
that's what my show's about.
If you won't put Jeff back on Dancing with the Stars, you should at least let him bang editor. She should have at least offered after she
Are
took out
they
your
in charge
cornea.
of that?
I danced so poorly, people thought it was a telethon. They sent money.
Like, who's this guy? Let's go to a couple of calls. Let's remind you not to miss Jeff Ross's stand-up special, Jeff Ross Roasts America. That's the one where you'll bring people up on stage and you'll just let them have it.
Right. It's brutal.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
Good.
I didn't
like
do
that.
it to you because it's just not right to do it to friends. It works for strangers.
Do it to me.
No, it's like,
It doesn't work. It's got to be
if I
with
know
strangers.
the person, it's got a layer to it.
When you roasted Donald Trump, in other words, it worked because you don't know him?
No, because that one I prepare for, and it's like a written roast. But speed roasting is very punk rock.
Right.
I had a guy in Seattle just come on stage, and I'll ask him, what are you doing? He'll tell me. I said, he'll say, oh, I'm getting married next week. I said, what does your wife do? And I say, I know she's not a dentist because he's got fucked up teeth. I got hit about 8 times on the tour.
Really?
Mostly by women.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They hit you.
Well, women will come on stage to get speed roasted in a top. You know how that is.
Yeah.
And they like, oh, I'm going to go up there and he's going to make fun of my boobs, and then I ignore the boobs and make fun of their eyes.
Yeah, right.
Pretty girl like you should think about getting her teeth fixed or something like that.
Right, and then that levels them, and then they hit you.
And they're caught off guard.
That's mature. See Jeff at the roast of Roseanne Barr.
Yeah.
And check out the premiere of The Burn on Comedy Central. What's The Burn?
The Burn is my new weekly roasting series on Comedy Central.
Now, is this the one where you knock on celebrities' doors and roast them?
Yeah.
Whose door do you knock on?
We're doing Stamos in the beginning.
Stamos.
We're doing Sarah Silverman.
Oh, you will walk into their homes?
Sure, or wherever they want.
So it's Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, except you annoy them and shit all over them when you get into their house.
Stamos' backyard. He has that giant D from Disneyland.
Right,
in his backyard.
right. Yeah, he's into Disneyland.
So what's the D stand for? Was that your grade in acting class?
And he liked it.
What do you tell girls in bedroom? It's a small world after all. He's a great sport, you know that.
Yes, he is. He really is. Let's go to, I don't know, Tommy, who wants to say hello to you, and then I'll let you out of here. Go ahead, Tommy in Lansdale,
Howard,
Pennsylvania.
hey now, love you, brother.
Hey now.
Jeff, you are kicking ass, man. I never heard of you until you went on Howard years ago, and I'm sitting in my car right now. I'm late an hour for work. I'm just pissing myself.
Hey, he's
all
a great
the roasts
guy.
you do, man, excellent, and you sound like a pretty genuine dude, too.
Thank you, dude.
Man, keep it up, Howard. You too.
All right, real good. No problem. Let's go to Balls in Elwood City, Pennsylvania. Balls.
Balls all morning.
Hey now. Balls, and more balls.
Humongous fan, Jeffrey. I just want to ask you two quick things. Being a famous comedian, ever got any famous pussy? And can you roast Gary Dell'Abate?
Gary Dell'Abate, there's nothing funny to roast about. Am I correct?
How is he in charge of this show?
Go ahead.
The only thing Gary can produce is plaque.
Now, that's a good one.
That's not bad.
That's a real good one.
And
celebrity women. Celebrity
That I've slept
pussies.
with?
Yeah. Have you actually been with famous women?
Because you roast.
Because you roast. Has roasting brought you to that level of fame yet?
No, I don't. No, I used to fantasize about. That was my obsession, was to one day
powerful woman.
But as I got, as I was able to get real women, the celebrity. I don't want to be somebody's second banana. I never got into that.
Yeah, are you afraid? That's what I think. Why my wife and I were just talking about this. Why actors specifically can't marry each other, because it's competitive, and it's one day the other one's up, the other the other one's down, and it's probably difficult when you're in a relationship with a woman. You want to feel like you're the most important sort of player in that room, huh?
I'm dating somebody now who makes me feel that way.
She makes you feel that important.
Yeah,
she looks up to you.
Yeah, and we look up to each other, and we share that. Am
I hearing a serious relationship for you finally?
It's still pretty new, but it's going good.
What does she do that you look up to her?
She's a comedian. She's a comedian. She's just starting out at the Comedy Store and stuff.
She's actually a little person and looks up to Jeff.
She's 3 feet tall.
So you're dating a comedian.
Yeah.
Now, don't tell me that doesn't get fucking competitive. I mean, if she starts doing super well, if let's say her career explodes, you're not going to be able to deal with that.
You think?
I know.
I think I'll be okay.
You do?
Well, your wife works?
Yes, of course she works. But what if she suddenly gets bigger than me and I'm left behind?
I see.
You see what I'm
the
saying?
queen of all media,
The
and
queen of all media,
you're
right?
interning.
Can we handle that as men? It's very difficult. Balls. So no celebrity pussy. Okay.
Thanks again, guys.
All right, thank you. And let's go to Libby, who wants to say hello, and then I'll let you out of here. Go ahead, Libby.
Baba Booey. Hey now. I just wanted Jeff to go back to talking about Richard Branson. He never finished about how he didn't like his roast.
Oh, okay.
What did Richard Branson like?
Am I the only one? I'm the only one paying attention.
You know what? Thank you for paying attention. I got too excited about other stuff and moved on. So Richard Branson, and I find this fascinating. You can make a good living now, sort of in a corporate way, where these guys hire you and they want you to roast them at a private situation, a function.
Right.
So Branson hired you or didn't hire you?
His friends hired me, and this is where it went wrong.
Okay. He didn't know about it.
It was up in Canada. He had some kind of thing going on up there, and a couple of his lieutenants and his buddies who worked for Virgin, they said, "Oh, you know what? Richard's a great practical joker. We thought we'd get him back." So I can't remember too many of my jokes, but they were mostly so he doesn't know why he's there exactly. He thinks he's there for some other thing. And
so is this in front of an audience?
There's like 50 people that he knows and works with.
Right.
And they put him in a chair, and we're having drinks, and suddenly, the roast master, da-da-da-da-da, and he's sitting there, and he's people are dying because they love that they're punking him.
Right.
And I don't like to surprise people, but I said, you know what, they really don't want to tell him. And I pushed back a couple times, and finally that was a make it or break. It was a good gig, and I said, all right, you know what, love to meet Richard Branson, and I'll try it. So I'm about 6-7 jokes in, and I'm doing well, and I'm seeing that I see his like mind ticking. Like he doesn't. Either he's going to get up and leave, or he's got a big line he's going to drop on me, or maybe the joke. I don't know what it is.
Right.
I get all through the roast, and I get on a roll, and I'm killing, and finally, like, he's just a good sport. He's just laughing, and he's enjoying it, and he just sort of, it's like getting molested. After a while, you just sit back and let it happen.
All right.
And then I give a big finish, whatever the last joke was, and he stands up, and he comes over, and he has his drink in his hand, and he gives me a big hug, and he drops his whole drink on my head.
So you were upset.
It's just, I kind of shrugged it off with a laugh, but I go, this is not the business I want to be in. This is
right.
Roasting is...
Well, roasting is hard work, number one, and it shows that the guy didn't have a good sense of humor, and now all of a sudden he's sort of physically attacking you over it, because he doesn't know how to humiliate you any other way.
Right.
And now he's pouring a drink on your head. And maybe he thought he was being funny, but the truth is he couldn't take it.
Right. Powerful people do not like to get caught off guard.
But you make a good point. Yeah, you don't want to go in there if this guy doesn't want you there.
Right.
If he can't handle it, then fuck it. Why should you be humiliated? So you never spoke to him afterwards and you said, hey, that was bullshit? You just went over the line, man? You didn't have to do that to me.
I tried to be a good sport because I realized that I broke one of my rules of roasting, which is not to sneak up on people.
Right. You learned your lesson.
I just roasted my Uncle Murray for his 90th birthday, and he begged me. He was so happy.
Right.
When somebody's up for it, there's no greater party.
It's an honor, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I imagine you get paid a lot of money for these private gigs, make more than $100 or something, like something crazy, right?
It's a good way to do a gig without having to, go on the road and promote it for a week, and you just show up and bust somebody's balls.
Did you know when you got on the first? What was the first Comedy Central roast you ever did?
I did them off. I did it at the Friars before that.
And then you got your reputation. They asked you to go to Comedy Central.
No, I pushed Comedy Central and Drew Carey and the Friars Club into doing the first one. It was my idea.
And once you got on, it became your thing. When you got into comedy, did you think roasting was going to be?
Didn't even know what it was.
You didn't know.
No, I always have to. When they first asked me to do it, it was like saying jousting, or it was like a lost art.
And were you like at first, hey, I don't even know I want to do this. That's not what I do.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit from I was in the alternative comedy scene downtown in New York, where we would just tell stories without a microphone. And it was like the mid-'90s.
Right.
And I loved that. But then I got asked to do a roast, and it was a tough time. It was after the blackface incident with Whoopi Goldberg, so they had trouble getting bigger stars that year.
Right.
And they thought I'd be good at it. And Greg Fitzsimmons had gotten me into the Friars Club.
Right.
And I said, wow, this is interesting. This is the ultimate alternative comedy. I'm going to put a suit on and go bust Teddy Youngman's balls. And I met Milton Berle and Buddy Hackett. And
so who was the first roast that you did?
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal. Oh my God, that's fantastic.
Humorless.
Probably didn't even get half the jokes, right?
Did not get the jokes. I'll never forget it. There's 1,500 people, at that Hilton where, you're always up in the balcony, Howard, lurking in the back.
Right.
There's all these people there, and Steven Seagal's there, and I don't know anybody. I got my one good suit on from the Letterman show left over,
Right.
And Milton Berle introduced me. He gave me this terrible introduction. He just came back from a convention of lesbians with dildo rash. Just some generic bullshit joke.
You're right. Didn't know you from a hole in the wall.
And I come out in my suit.
Yeah, go ahead. You come out in your suit.
Steven Seagal sitting there, and I look out at the crowd, and I said, I realize I look at Seagal, and I go, I realize a lot of you don't know me here today, but I feel uniquely qualified to be here today because I'm also a shitty actor. And I just start tearing into Seagal, and every 3 jokes I get poked in the ribs from this side by Milton Berle. And the only other person to ever do that to me when I was speaking was my cantor during my Haftorah. He would do that to keep me from being nervous. He would just sort of remind me that, I don't know why. So Berle just keeps poking me. Every time I get an applause break, and Berle had these long, sharp nails. And he's just disrupting me. He's just fucking with me.
Why is he doing
well? And I didn't know. And finally, I just turned to him and I engaged him. And I said, what are you doing? And I said, we started going back and forth. I said, I was walking around downtown today. I saw Milton Berle in an antique shop, $800. Boom. And then finally, he goes after me and he starts grabbing the mic out of my hand and we're going back and forth. It's my first roast.
Oh my God. Why? Do you think he was jealous that you were killing?
He didn't like a new guy getting laughs.
Wow.
So finally, Buddy Hackett was sitting like 8 seats down the dais.
Right.
I didn't know him either. He screams off mic. He goes, "Hey Milton, let the kid work. Remember when you used to?" Milton leaps out of his seat. He's in his. By the way, my first roast was Milton's last. Milton ran over and kissed Buddy on the lips. And I said, look at them, give them a round of applause. Between the two of them, they have over 150 years of homosexual experience. And I have a picture of this in my house. Milton ran back over and planted one right on my lips.
Wow.
And that was it.
So were you angry? I'm not understanding. Were you angry with Milton Berle for interrupting you and fucking with you, or do you consider that like a huge honor?
I consider it a coming-of-age moment, a graduation into the majors.
I still am fascinated why he would poke you. I think he was tantruming like a child. You were getting all the attention and he couldn't deal with it.
He had been hogging the stage the whole day. It was nobody really funny except him, and he couldn't deal with it.
So in a sense, it's a compliment that he couldn't deal with you. The great Milton Berle could not deal with you.
You stole his stage.
And I still was respectful afterwards. At the back at the club, I talked to Buddy, and Buddy told me that he pokes new comics out of jealousy and just to be a pain in the ass.
Oh my! Are you sure was his hand and not his cock? Wasn't he like the legendary huge cock guy?
He had a big one.
I don't know. That's a great story. All right, listen. Jeff Ross. He came in here and he entertained you. Now, quid pro quo. You have to watch all of his specials.
Lots going on.
Everything coming up roses for Jeff Ross.
Howard, one closing roast joke about
Please,
you.
Go ahead, yes.
One to close
I can't
it off.
even imagine what you could say because
He's leaving through a bunch of notes.
There's nothing funny about me. Go ahead.
But in all seriousness, Howard, as you know, I'm starting my own show in a couple weeks, and I want you to know there's a host. You are my inspiration, Howard Stern.
Thank you.
In order to be a success, I will try my best to mimic everything you have ever done in your magnificent career.
Thank you.
I've already told my executives to defecate on the walls, my writers to stroll in late,
right.
My co-stars to work from home,
right.
And I'll keep showing up to work even though my contract says I'm owed a ton of money.
That's right.
Thank you very much,
Jeffrey,
Howard.
thank you. Jeff Ross, everybody. Great Jeff Ross. We'll be back right after these words. That drives me crazy with Milton Berle. That's such a tantrum.
Forget it. He was
unbelievable.
He eventually stopped doing the roast. That was his last one, but we became pals after that.
He did. I worked with him a bunch of times. I did interviews, and he agreed graciously. I had a talk show on E! Before I had like my regular radio show. It was an interview show. So Milton Berle is insisting I come back and see him before an interview. And I said to them at E! I said, look, I don't do that. Like, I think it's much better to sort of like get on there and spontaneous. If he has something he wants to talk to me about, well, let's do it on the air, whatever it is. Because he might have said to me, don't bring up my cock, don't do that, and then I would have been like, fuck, because like, whatever, these are the things I wanted to bring up. So I'm resisting. He says, look, I'm not coming out till you come and see me. So, it's like we're pissing contest. I go back to see him. And he was the one who started in with me. He says, listen, I'm going to go out there and say this, then you're going to say this. And you say, Uncle Milton, you were on Beverly Hills 90210. How is it that they're not giving you an Emmy? Then I'll say, no, don't bring it up. Then you'll say, you should get an Emmy, Uncle Milty. And then I'll say, no, I'm embarrassed for you to bring it up. Then what you say is you give out the phone number for the Emmys, and then you tell your fans. And I was just like, oh my God, here's a guy who's had a huge career. He still fucking cared. He was 80 fucking years old. And he still cared about getting this goddamn Emmy.
Wow.
It was crazy.
He loved the attention.
He loved it. He couldn't bear that you were doing well.
He couldn't bear to be irrelevant.
Right.
The last time I ever saw him, he was in a wheelchair. We were honoring Sid Caesar for like his 80th birthday, and I knew he wanted to be acknowledged. And I said, Milton Berle is here, and he brought a wheelchair for his cock. He leaped out. He was so happy.
Yeah. He wanted. That's true. That's why he used to come on our show.
Right.
He thought it was like sort of. But he was great when he was on our show. Like we loved having him.
He used to.
That's cool that he was your guest, though.
It was a real big deal.
What he used to tell Howard all the time was, we would say, but Uncle Milton, we heard all these roasts that you would do, these things. He goes, Those were done in private. Working blue in public, that's a whole different thing. Those were meant to never be heard. But I was like, but you're cursing up a storm. That was not meant to be heard. Like, he had his whole theory of everything. But he was funny guy. He was fun.
He gave me shit for making the roast public.
He was a pain in the
Thank
ass.
you, sir.
Thank
Great
you.
time.
Good to see you.
Great
job.
How you doing?
I heard you mention during the interview that a mere plug or indication of something you should do automatically leads to success when it's mentioned on the Howard Stern Show.
It's true. It's true. If Howard puts it out there, it happens. It's just a fact. He's like the Walter Winchell of our generation.
Now, even though Howard hasn't done stand-up comedy, it seems like every comedian who walks through these doors really respects him. Why is that, in your opinion?
Because he's our Johnny Carson. He's the guy that you want to be called over to the couch. He has great taste, and this is the black belt to broadcasting right here.
It's sort of a combination of what you do and broadcasting, I guess.
It's new, and Howard's managed to stay relevant and on top of the world. It's pretty amazing for a long time.
Jeff, another good appearance.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming down, man.
Great to be here.
I was listening to Howard 100 News yesterday, and I heard the disturbing report that Teddy got mugged for his iPhone. Teddy, what does John call him? Teddy Microphone. I don't know when that happened.
Teddy just got married.
Yeah, it turns out he was on the subway, and he says like a pack of wolves, like 7 guys descended on him and tried to fight him. Grabbed his iPhone, and then he chased them, and they turned around and looked at him, and they said to him, "Hey, Teddy." Or whatever.
They knew him?
No. They said, "Hey, look, guy, stop chasing us. You're being foolish." Like, they almost said, like, what do you want to get your ass kicked?
Asking for trouble.
And Teddy thought about it, and he said, maybe this guy's giving me good advice. But the odd part of the story, and why I want to speak to Teddy, because this is upsetting to me. Teddy has one of those apps where he can track where his iPhone is, exactly where it is. He says, "Here it is. I know exactly where my iPhone is." And
Why was he chasing them?
Well, he called the police, and the police wouldn't do anything about it. He said, "Would you send a car over there and get my iPhone? There's been a crime."
Well, this is horrible because obviously these people are predators.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, here we have the technology to get the guy's iPhone back and catch a bunch of marauders. Why would the police not? I don't understand his story. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense to me. I believe the police would go check it out.
Why not? They're doing the stop and frisk thing. This is obviously people who are up to no good.
Gary, when does Teddy come in so I can talk to him about this? Or is he not here till late in the show?
Gets in around 8, Howard.
8. Do you know anything about that story?
No, but John Lieberman's here, and I think you may have a couple of the facts wrong.
Oh, all right. John, come on in. This is John Lieberman. He's made his bones on the Tim case where Tim shit in the bathroom, and he...
now we look forward to every report.
He did DNA swabbing and all kinds of things, and all of a sudden he's like top reporter around here.
John Lieberman got 18 on the ugly meter.
Yeah, a lot going on around here.
Yeah, who knew?
So Teddy went out drinking Sunday night with his new wife.
Right.
And he ends up turned around on the C train in Manhattan, headed the wrong way. Mm-hmm. So he's headed to Brooklyn.
Okay.
He gets off the train. He's discombobulated. Next thing he knows, there's 7 or 8 guys poking at him, reaching in his pockets, trying to mug him.
Right.
They end up getting his iPhone out of his pocket, but
Right.
they don't take his watch
And
or
his wallet.
or his wallet
All
or
right,
anything.
so far I'm with you. I think I got the facts straight.
Then he gets back home and he calls the police, but the police say they want to come to his house and do the report and everything, but he was drunk and kind of out of it and said
that's why. Okay.
said I don't I don't feel like dealing with this right now. So then he uses the app on the iPhone to locate his phone, and he sees it sitting on Fulton Street in Brooklyn.
Right.
For hours and hours, and then he wants to go back. Yesterday morning he told us he wants to go back and find his phone.
Vigilante style. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. And we advised him that it's probably not the best idea to do
Well, why won't he? So the police are not at fault. They came over. They were ready to come right over, take the report, and get the phone for him, and he didn't do it.
The police are not at fault. No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not
That's
at
what I
all.
said. Because it seems to me the cops would be all over this.
Well, look, I mean, people get their...
Where is his iPhone now? Is he still able to track it on his iPad?
Yeah, he's still tracking it on that app.
Now, why won't he call the police now?
Well, he says he was considering it. He says that he will call the police and actually go through and file the report.
What is he going to
now.
wait, a month?
I used to think Teddy was kind of a sensible guy.
And that makes no sense to me. Well, then it's his fault. Well, he'd rather go out on his own and try and tackle these guys
and get killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was saying back there yesterday, that he wanted to go and...
Why don't you as a reporter go see who the guys are and interview the guys who took his phone?
Well, people on Twitter were like, go out and live tweet finding Teddy's phone on Fulton Street in Brooklyn. Yeah, so...
Do we know where Teddy's phone is right now? We know exactly where it is.
Yeah, we know exactly. We know approximately the block it's on in Fulton Street. It's sitting in some guy's apartment blinking.
Hey, while I got you here,
yes,
I mean that story makes no sense to me. I don't understand it. I don't understand why he's not calling the police.
But can you imagine being that drunk?
No, I mean
you can't even call the police. You can't get involved.
How drunk are people getting also? What is
he
that?
did. The interesting thing is he did call the police, but once he found out it wasn't going to be a snap your finger process, I mean, they had to come out, write a report and everything like that, and he just said, you know what, I'm going to bed, I'll deal with it in the morning. And then in the morning...
He didn't deal with it.
He still hasn't dealt with it.
That's just odd to me. That's a fascinating man. I would like to interview him about that.
Well, I would also... I mean, was his wife with him?
Yes, his new wife was with him, and I believe that Sarah, Tim's assistant, was there as well.
Right.
Because they're all very friendly.
Right.
And it was, it was a party. It was a Sunday party. I understand they went to brunch and they were drinking all day. And sometimes, when you go the wrong way on the C train, you can get into trouble.
You're so drunk you don't know how to get home.
Right. He probably was out of it.
So, and
not one of them knew they were going the wrong way on the C train.
Well, it was just the two of them. It was just Teddy and his wife.
At that point.
And, when these packs of gangs, these groups, I mean, they can smell blood. I mean, they could see that Teddy was drunk.
No, they can smell booze.
And they can smell booze, exactly. So they pounced on their prey. They found, that he was weak, and they got his iPhone.
Yep.
Luckily, he wasn't hurt. He had a little bruise on his head. But
well, I still say you should call the police. He could easily get his phone back.
Yeah.
And the imbeciles who took the phone.
Well, the longer he waits, the more ridiculous it is.
Something's up with that story. I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe it wasn't a pack of guys. Maybe it was one dude.
And one little dude, and Teddy's afraid to say that he couldn't defend himself.
Why wouldn't you call the police for your phone? It's a $700 phone.
Teddy says he actually ran after the guys after they took his phone.
Yeah.
He ran after them, and one of the guys said, dude, just go home. Right. Almost like,
right.
Don't,
well,
what are you
good
doing?
Advice. Yeah, you're going to get your ass kicked.
Yeah, the thugs were giving Teddy advice in his inebriated
They felt
state.
bad for him.
Yeah, I think they felt so bad for him, that's why they didn't take his wallet or his watch.
Well, that doesn't make sense to me either. The wallet and the watch. But, all right, I want to hear from him. But you bring him to me at some point. We'll give him a grilling. And I believe you covering the story when he goes to the police and being part of the chase down with the police, you would be terrific
go on the
that
ride.
beat.
Oh, yeah, we'll be there.
You'll be on the ride.
We'll be there for all of it.
All right, real good. Okay, keep me posted. Oh, while I got you here, let me ask you another thing.
Sure.
Did you do the toe fungus Gary report?
I did not. That was a Lisa G. That's her beat.
Lisa
Gary's
G.
toe fungus.
Gary's toes or Lisa's beat?
Yeah, I got to tell you, because I was so curious when I heard that story, because Gary was at my house over the weekend. And, of course, he goes to my pool. And I noticed his toes looked absolutely horrible.
He's got his fungus back? He had laser treatment.
I thought he had gotten rid of it, and it was like one of the toenails was like almost sticking up like in a weird way and look rotting.
Ew.
But on the report it said that he put on some sort of cover-up thing that makes his toes look normal, but they look nothing like normal.
What is he putting on his toes?
There's some sort of medicine, and the medicine is administered by a thing you put over the nail, and when you put it on the nail, it makes your toe look normal.
Why doesn't he get rid of this fungus?
When you were at my house, was that before you put this new cover-up on your nail?
That is true. There's before.
Oh, man.
But
I never saw anything nastier or gnarlier than that toe.
I think it's funny because they probably were. I've been at your house 3-4 summers in a row. This is the healthiest I've ever been. It's only
the one toe.
One toe, and
but oh my God, Gary, that toe has some fucking look. I mean, it is. You cannot.
What does it look like?
It looks like, to me, I looked quickly because I didn't want to bum out. We were having a good time, and I didn't want to concentrate. But the whole time Gary's in my pool, I'm like, I hope that shit doesn't spread to me.
It doesn't. You know, Mary had a long discussion. Mary's like, you've had this for like 7 years now,
right?
And she's like, we use the same shower and everything, and you don't. I don't think. I mean, it can spread that way, but I think I got it from I don't know, like sweat in the socks or running. That's what the podiatrist said.
No, it's unbearable to look at. And Gary's toe, it's the big toe. I don't know which foot it's on.
Both.
The big.
So it's the one toe on each foot?
That's right.
I looked at one and I went, oh, I looked away. And then, because I was talking to him, we had a good time. Right, Gary? And the big toe, and then it looks almost like the nail is lifting off the foot and it's sticking almost straight up in the air. It's weird.
Yeah, I think you must have glanced and seen that, but that's not what it looks like.
What does it look like?
It's just discolored.
You want to show
No, but doesn't it stick? It's
no, it's not. It's not
super thick.
No, it's not any longer. I keep them trimmed. It's not any longer. It's not sticking up. It's just
It's
discolored.
not bubbly.
Should we see it?
Now you would know because now it's been. I have this weird process where
it's cosmetically covered up.
It's cosmetically covered up, but the cosmetic stuff that they use also has medicine in it that's treating it.
Oh.
I mean, could you imagine what this is? They've been treating this thing for years.
It can't be killed.
I've had friends who have had this I've had friends who have had it for 10, 15 years.
It won't stop.
I've had the laser treatment 3 times, which got rid of everything
but the one toe.
But the one toe.
Why is this toe so?
I don't know, Robin. You're a nurse. Tell me.
It's a mess. You never saw anything like it. And you're saying it looks normal now with this thing on it?
It looks more normal. In other words, if you stared at it, you could tell that there's something going on. But if you glanced at it,
I guarantee you, Gary's nail is thicker than a normal nail. It's bubbly, almost like it's.
Well, you can't tell now it's covered.
You think the cover is good?
I bet you the cover's bad. Remember, he thought his teeth looked good.
His teeth used to be good, and they were terrible.
I mean, my God.
It's not bubbly. It's just discolored. It's yellow.
I think it's more than discolored. I think it looks. Rotting.
I will tell you that they were in the best shape they've ever been in.
I hear that, but the one.
But I'm saying you've seen them 3 years in a row and you didn't seem to notice.
I understand. I noticed. Don't worry.
Notice like this.
But this one, this looked like. This looked like from Mars.
This isn't even the worst. This isn't even the worst case I've ever seen. Like mine are mild compared to others. First of all, the bottom of each of the toe is healthy. It's just the top part. It's like half the nail.
By the way, why can I have a discussion with you about this, but Ronnie can't have a discussion about anything?
I don't know. I just find Ronnie, he's such a good guy, but there's something in the way he grew up or something. He's immediately combative.
I think he must have been picked on or something.
You know what I was thinking yesterday, too, that he doesn't understand the term defensive, because every time you say, Ronnie, why are you being so defensive? He goes, I'm not defensive.
I said good morning to him out there, and he grunted.
Right.
He grunted like a Neanderthal or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's very upset.
You can't even say good morning to the guy anymore.
No, he
was. I got to tell you, yesterday we spoke to him on the wrap-up show. Yeah. John and I got off the wrap-up show. It was the first time where we just, John and I, we sort of recap,
right?
And we were like, I think we felt sorry for him. He seemed very defeated.
He's a confused guy,
and he seemed very upset, and he seemed really shaken in a sad kind of way.
Really?
He thinks everyone's out to get him, but he's paranoid.
His button is when anybody says anything about his lifestyle, like when Scott DePace questioned the going out with strippers, when the psychology guy questioned the swinger lifestyle, that's his Achilles heel. When when anybody questions the way he's decided to live his life, that seems like he just explodes.
And Howard, and at dinner last night, Lucas was here for the wrap-up show yesterday, so he saw a lot of what went on with Ronnie.
Right.
And at dinner last night, Lucas was really upset in the sense that what he doesn't know the show, so what he got was that there was a guy that came to the wrap-up show, Ronnie, who he's met before, who seemed very sad, who seemed like he was going to quit his job because he was so upset about the way you talk about him. And Lucas was like, "Is Ronnie going to leave? Is he going to quit?" Because he just seems so upset, and it was very upsetting to him.
Ronnie upset Lucas.
Well, not on purpose.
There you go. You upset Lucas.
I didn't do that.
You know, I don't have to say hello to you.
What?
What do I have? Who are you to me? I don't have to fucking say hello to you in the morning.
I didn't say you have to say
Yeah,
hello.
well, I
see you out there, and I say good morning.
And I said, yeah.
And a
Well,
normal
I said, yeah,
person
how are
can
you?
just say good morning like everybody else out there.
Fucking open your ears.
You did grunt.
I said, yeah.
You said,
how are
you were down tweeting.
I don't
You go,
have to fucking talk to you. Who the fuck are you? Put your goddamn jacket on.
You don't have to talk to
Put
me.
your
You're right.
jacket on.
Were you really bummed out on the wrap-up show, or were
Hey,
you
dude,
just
you know what? Give me a fucking break with you and being
What am
all
I
over my
doing?
case, you know?
First of all, let me
bringing
explain
these
something.
fucking douchebags in here to fucking rip my asshole apart.
Do you think,
You know
first
what?
of all-
I don't really care anymore. You do what you want.
But can I say something, though, in my defense?
Be my guest.
Okay. Gary said to me with the Ugly app, there's a guy who developed an Ugly app.
please,
But
here we
gonna
go with
take
that
you
now.
No, but I'm going to take you through the history because I don't believe the extent of your paranoia. You got a problem.
I spoke
you
to
got
real.
a problem.
I spoke to real police yesterday. Real guys that heard this bullshit.
Yeah.
This guy, they hear guys like this every day of the week in the police academy, and they know nothing.
Okay,
They're
all right.
fucking book smart. That's all they are. They never spent a day on the fucking street. They don't know about security working with people.
Okay.
Fuck him.
Okay.
Okay?
Fair enough.
And fuck Wolfie, too, because half of that shit that was in that thing was written by him. He knows all, they all
Gary,
know
did
about
Wolfie
the show.
write any of
okay?
that you know of?
I'm telling you, Wolfie sent me an email this morning. And
Fuck Wolfie. I don't want to hear about Wolfie.
But hold on, Ronnie, he said to me...
Fuck him.
He said if
He's a smirking face piece of shit. Okay? Fuck him.
Can Gary get out a sentence?
No.
Oh.
Wolfie just said, I
Fuck Wolfie.
No, go ahead. What did Wolfie say? I'm curious.
He said, I swear to you,
Oh, yeah,
I met this
everybody
guy,
swears.
and he did a profile. He goes, I would, in no
Profile.
way, shape, or form did I write what this guy, the profiler, had to say.
Look,
and he
I
also
don't
said,
believe-
Club
I don't
foot,
bel-
him
I
and his
don't-
club foot shoes and shit.
He what about a
Fuck
club
him.
foot?
He's with his
I have no idea what he's
fucking
talking
club foot
Club
shoes he
foot.
wears.
What are you talking about?
That fucking guy was in here. He's a fucking douchebag.
But I mean, listen.
The profiler? Is that who you're talking
Yeah, that's
about?
what I'm talking about. The profiler.
But listen.
The guy who listened to the show since 1985. That's how he knows about everybody here.
Yeah, well,
Fucking asshole.
But I mean,
I could write the same profile.
But Ronnie, here's my point about you.
What are you looking at?
Well, you're exploding. You're about to explode out of
I'm
your
not
suit.
exploding.
Ron, try to follow me on this, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But the guy said really weird things about me too. But I listened, and I didn't
Good.
explode.
I'm
because,
happy for you, man.
I mean, it's true. I wear condoms, and he's saying that I have an intimacy issue with my wife. That's pretty insulting.
But you've talked about that on the air.
And so have you.
That's what I mean. This
You
what is
talked
this
about
guy- what is-
security a
so
million
how does-
times.
So how does this? No, I don't. No, I don't.
But
I
everyone
don't
knows you're the
brag
security
about
guy.
what my fucking credentials are or anything else. You don't do that kind of shit.
But you get
keep
so
your
angry.
You keep your mouth shut.
You're the only one who gets angry.
I'm going to stand there with my hand on my heart now. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. You get so angry though. So say to the guy, "Hey, I don't believe
Fuck
that."
him. I don't have to come in and fucking patronize him. Fuck him.
And I heard the wrap-up show. Do you really think that I orchestrated the Ugly app so that you
I
would
didn't say
get a
anything about the
0.0?
I didn't say anything about the
You
Ugly
said
app
it on the
yesterday.
app on the wrap-up show.
You said on the wrap-up show that you thought that, not that Howard orchestrated, but that it was orchestrated against you.
I said that a long time ago.
So
I didn't have to say it on the wrap-up
So you think
show.
every
I
bit
said
is
it-
orchestrated
I said it then.
about
No,
you?
but I said it back then, dude.
He thinks every bit is orchestrated.
Ronnie believes that every bit.
Yeah, because you know it fucking riles my ass up.
I had no idea that you'd get a 0.0.
Whatever, dude. I don't care.
How could anybody predict
You know what?
that?
I'm going out in the hall. I'm doing my thing.
Yeah, because you
left
can't
alone.
handle it.
Yeah, right. I can't handle
Howard,
it.
can I make a-
You go
I can't handle it.
crazy.
No,
Can I make a
because
small
these guys
point?
are full of shit.
Somebody tweeted last night that yellow book, Security for Dummies, and
Yeah,
Ronnie
and I retweeted it.
Ronnie
I mean, that's my
retweeted
fucking
it.
handbook.
He said, "This is my handbook. It's
That's
one of those
right.
yellow
And you know
Security
what?
for Dummies book." Can I
It was
finish?
securities. It was for fucking.
What are you getting so close
it
to me
was
for?
the fucking stock market. It wasn't even real securities.
Oh, securities.
Yeah, securities, not security.
I was getting to that, but you started to attack me.
Fuck you, I didn't attack you. Put your jacket on. What are you doing without a jacket?
This was an impromptu visit in the
Don't come in
studio.
here without a jacket.
I wasn't planning on coming in.
Well, don't come in without a jacket, you know?
Yeah, sure.
You look like a bum.
Ronnie on the wrap-up show yesterday said that they singled him out. I said, well, why would Wolfie single you out? He said, because it's good radio. And I made the point that they profiled Fred and wouldn't
He's afraid of Fred.
Wouldn't making fun of Fred
might kill
be
him.
good radio as well, but they didn't.
Your security training has taught you that, Ronnie.
They're afraid of Fred.
And then he's got an explanation.
Well, I mean, you had a meltdown on the wrap-up show. I had no idea.
I didn't have a meltdown.
You sounded like Lucas.
I didn't have any fucking meltdown.
You scared Lucas?
No, I didn't scare Lucas.
You scared small
I
children.
wasn't even yelling.
Something's going on because the past week you've been. Yesterday I asked you about your new. I asked you about your new car and you jumped down my throat.
Oh, it's not your business.
He has some kind of new pace car, all painted up.
It's not
that
your
my
fucking
sources
business.
told me.
Your sources told me.
And
I know who your fucking source is. There's one source here that knows about it.
Who?
So I know who your source is.
Who is the source?
I'm not revealing
You
it.
don't, because I have multiple sources
Yeah,
on this
multiple sources.
So talk about your painted up pace car.
None of your fucking business.
What do you mean a pace
It's none
car?
of your fucking business.
Ronnie, what is a pace car? You mean like
None
at
of
a
your
track?
fucking business, dude.
You talking about a pace car that keeps at the track? You have a
That
pace
starts the
car?
race?
Don't worry about what I have.
Wow.
I'm not talking
What do
about
you
it.
know about
We
this?
break news. This is what I'm telling you,
What
Howard.
is it? You don't even know what it is. You fucking come to me yesterday and try and pull it out of me, and I won't tell you shit.
Because I'm not going to give
none
up
of
my
your fucking
source. I'm not
business.
going to give up everything
Fuck
I
your
know.
source.
That
Fuck
you have
him.
some crazy
Fuck your
colors
source.
painted up.
Yeah, crazy. No.
Pace car
Yeah, I had
in your
it painted
garage.
like that, right? You stupid ass motherfucker.
Well, then explain what it is. Why are
I'm
you
not explaining anything to you, man. I don't have to.
Are you now an owner of a pace car?
Don't worry what I am.
What do you mean? I'm asking you as
I'm
a
not
friend.
telling you. I'll tell you off the air. I don't have to tell you anything on the air anymore.
Wow.
Wow,
And then you threatened me yesterday with the block party. Oh, you want to be part of the show? Oh, you want your block party?
Is that
Then
a
you better-
threat?
Then you better talk.
Is that a threat?
Yeah. 'cause
No, I never
you're
said that.
basically
Did I
telling
say
me
that, Gary?
If I'm not part of the if I don't...
No, I never
if I'm not
told you.
oh,
Again,
yes, you
you're
did.
paranoid.
Yeah, I'm
I
paranoid.
said to you, if like you tell Lisa G, you want to be part of the show, and then sometimes you don't want to be part of the
I'm
show.
part of the show
Either
all
you're
the time.
in or
Don't
you're
fucking
out.
tell me that,
But
man.
you can't talk
I've
to
taken
you.
more shit around
No
this
one can
fucking
talk to
place.
you anymore.
Between me and Gary, we took more shit in this place than anybody else.
Oh, Gary.
Gary's
takes more
not
shit?
on your side.
I don't care if Gary's on my side.
I asked Gary about his disgusting toe.
I'm making a statement.
I asked Gary about his disgusting toe. He doesn't freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I don't have to
You
tell my
are
fucking
freaking
personal
out.
business.
You're
okay?
freaking out.
I'm not freaking
Someone
out.
asked you about your car and you're
Yeah,
freaking out?
because he's an idiot. What is it? What is it? Why is there?
Why the personal attacks?
Why is there a story in that?
So you're calling me an
Because I
idiot?
bought a fucking car. Why is
So
there
you're
a story
calling me
in
an
that?
idiot? I asked you about it too.
What?
I asked you too. What's a pace car?
I don't wanna
I'm
talk.
not gonna- So I'm an idiot too then, I guess. You're calling me an idiot.
Whatever.
Thanks. Nice. Call me an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, these personal attacks
Idiot.
are really
Look,
unwarranted.
The things you fucking called me over the past fucking 2 years.
I haven't said anything.
Oh, please. You put me down like I'm a fucking piece of shit on the street.
Yesterday I didn't
you
put
always
you down
put
for a
me
minute.
down, man. You love it.
When
you
did I
love
put-
doing it.
Name something where I put you down. You just called me an idiot. So what do you?
Whatever, dude.
Because you don't have an example.
I have plenty of examples.
I've only treated you nicely.
I have plenty of examples.
No, you don't. Name one.
I have plenty of examples.
Give me an example.
You're always fucking making fun with the security thing.
I didn't say anything.
Always.
The guy
man.
profiled
you.
you.
Put me down constantly.
The guy profiled you.
My security guy is fucking half the size of me.
I never made a height
how
joke.
How do I have a fucking guy like that with me?
Did I make the height jokes?
Dude, I've heard it a million times.
I don't know.
I don't
I've heard
make
it
the
a
height
million times,
jokes.
dude.
I mean, everybody
From me.
else
I've heard
does.
it a million times
All
from
right.
you.
Everyone around here does. You don't hear it from me.
Yeah, okay.
I'm paying you and hiring you, and you're saying
And
I'm putting you
and
down.
you're making fun of me too, all at the same
No, I'm
time.
not.
It makes no sense.
I
but
never
okay.
made height jokes.
That's why I'm here.
Go